everybody. Hi, how are you? How's everyone doing?
Hello, everybody. Hi.
Oh gosh, hang on. I'm hearing two of me. Hang on.
Oh, mute your tab.
There we go. I forgot that tab wasn't muted. You know what? I thought I'd get it right the first try on our final game day, but no, it's fine. Everything's fine. Hey everyone, welcome to the final session, the finale, the ultimate, the you will never see us again. We are now limited edition game of Super Prom, our Masks a New Generation TTRPG. Before we get started, I just want to say a big thank you to our wonderful game master, Saucefire, for taking us through this campaign. This has been so much fun. It has been so chaotic. I am so glad we got to do this. And thank you to these wonderful players who came and played this absolute chaos game with me. No, you.
Thank you for making this such a wonderful game to GM. I never know what's going to happen coming into the table, and it is the best feeling ever.
It really is.
It's an honor and a privilege.
If this is your first time catching our game, welcome. We are excited to have you here, even though it's our final session. You can go to my YouTube channel and catch all past broadcasts of this on the Super Prom playlist. I believe there's something like 23 sessions total that we have done of this game over the many different story arcs that we have done. Check it out. It's a wild ride. You will not be disappointed with everything that this table has done. I was just here. I was average all the time, just like my character. If you are new here, I also want to remind everyone this is a charity channel. I take no financial income from Twitch. And if you would like to give bits and subs during the game, they do affect our game. If you can't do that, that is okay. I forgot to turn them on, but I'm going to go do that now as soon as I'm done talking. If you cannot affect our game financially, definitely check out the rewards queue that you can go to in just a moment. I need to go fix it so that someone doesn't try and make me dab. But there you can find some fun game affecting items as well. I see Saucefire trying to go over and do it. Was I not fast enough? Did you pull up a dab? Anyways, with that having been said, if you cannot affect our game financially, feel free to do so with your channel points. Those rewards for this game will be going away at the end of the show. I don't know what future shows we'll have, but they won't be those. Also, if you are a subscriber to this channel and you have subscribed, if you're currently subscribed from now until the 20th of this month, go to the link that is pinned on my Twitter page and get yourself that holiday card from me and Max, my co-host, who is not currently in his dog bed as he should be. Those cards will be going out on the 20th, which is why it's the final day, and I love you all, and I hope you have safe and happy holidays if you're celebrating holidays this time of year. And if not, feel free to ask for a card too, because you know what? We'll just spread generic cheer as well. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and hand this over to Saucefire. I love you all. Take it away, Sauce.
No, you.
No, you.
Let me first be all weepy about our lovely showrunner. Thank you for making this a game not only be so much fun, but look so professional. I have never been on a more professional looking stream. Thank you for all your efforts to have diversity and be inclusive. But yeah, hi, my name's Sauce, also Gray. And today, because of popular demand, we're actually not going to be playing Masks. Now we're going to be playing a new game I made called Ape Escape. There was just a high demand for apes. No, we're going to be playing Masks with all our friends. But first, let me just move this here. Yeah, we'll start off with Koski Sigma, aka Jaina, aka Aeon Storm, aka Laughmaker D&D.
Jen, go ahead and throw yourself in the closed captioning.
Who the heck are you? Who the heck are you playing? And maybe if there's any first-time viewers, just give us a brief rundown of what you look like.
1 second. There we go. Hi.
You're muted.
False.
Fair. You know what? Technology is fun. Anyways, I'm Jim, and I'll be playing Jaina Leith, aka Aeon Storm. She is the Nova playbook. We both go by she, her. Jaina looks like a young teen girl. She looks like she's a dark haired woman, olive skin, brown eyes, very high fashion dressed, and she's I guess still supporting that bloody nose because Crystal punched her and she just never bothered to fix it.
Maybe there's like 2 wads of tissues like this
Yeah.
one time.
Well, one's a tampon. That's way more effective.
Oh no! Now you can't get it out.
Yeah, it's just
you're,
there.
you're just playing along with it. All right, cool. Next up, Kadroffel, aka Ethan, aka Nielsen Peabody, aka Nobody.
Hello. Let me make sure that my captions are working. Yes, all right. Hello, my name is Ethan. Today I'll be playing Nobody or Nielsen Peabody. They are, I go by he, him, Nielsen is he, they. They are the outsider. Yes, the outsider playbook. You'd think I'd remember by now. In their person guise, they are a very 90s-esque looking generic teenager, but in their robot form, which they are made of tiny nanobots, they are sort of very blank-faced with 2 glowing blue eyes.
Cool. Next up, Mabruk, aka Avec Repose, aka Jamie Ferris, aka Ramad.
Hi, I'm Mabruk, they, he, and I'll be playing Ramad, also known as Jamie Ferris, they, them, they, still not sure if they're appearing this finale.
Oh no, they are very dead.
Yeah, they've been vaporized, basically, end of last episode. As you can tell from what I just said, they're the doomed playbook.
What do they look like?
In normal human form. They're like they have a buzz cut, and they usually always wear hoodies. They're a Middle Eastern ambiguous looking figure. And when in superhero form, there's just a amorphous ash, just a pile of ash in a humanoid form.
Cool. And last but not least, our lovely showrunner, Sarah, aka the Hype Goblin, aka Crystal Blake, aka RGB, aka Red Green Blue, aka, and for the last time, Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
I love that annoyed me so much at first, and now I'm like, I have to have it, Sauce. I'm not ready for the game if I don't have my Ruth Bader Ginsburg gag.
Yeah, we need our notorious Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Honestly, like, what better person to be tied to, though?
No.
All right, y'all. Words. What am I supposed to be doing? Hey, I'm playing Crystal Blake. She's the Beacon's playbook. She looks like me. She has blue and purple hair with a pink heart undertop and her favorite unicorn sweatshirt that she wears everywhere. And when she's dressed as RGB, which does stand for red, green, blue, she has a new super suit that is very sleek, all black, and has in the seam piping has some RGB lighting and a embossed unicorn on the chest.
And it may have been provided by the literal devil.
I mean, she won it.
Maybe.
Also, we both use she, her pronouns.
Yeah, I'm Sauce. I use he, him. And on our last episode, on the penultimate episode, the team has finally regrouped. Jaina, aka Aeon Storm, has broken Lightning Jack out of his prison, and he proceeded to go cuckoo banana balls on a bunch of Carnithian ships. For everyone who's not in the know, the Carnithians are the alien race that are currently occupying the beautiful city of Mariposa. That's definitely not a stand-in for Seattle. In an effort to get the trigger to a nanovirus, Nobody and Crystal Blake accidentally created an Ultron and uploaded a copy of Danny Alinsky, aka Outrigger, aka Nobody's father, onto the internet. And he proceeded to build himself a new body out of Carnithian technology. The team raced to stop him and also raced to stop the monolith, which it was currently occupying a large section of Jaina's former tower. Jamie tried to make come to some sort of treaty with the monolith, some sort of peace treaty, and the monolith responded by exploding violently and shredding their body. And that is where we will start. Jamie, you look down, there are probably dozens of these crystals, shards just kind of stuck into your body, piercing through the ash. And for probably the first time in a long while, you see your body literally bleeding. And it's at this point, you kind of just slump to your knees. As your vision is fading, is there anything you want to say or do?
It's probably just a very like mid-level sigh.
Oh yeah, that's the air being pushed out of you.
Yeah. Like it's also like partially like okay, it's over.
And with that exhausted sigh, you just slump to the floor. Crystal, what is RGB doing at this moment?
I feel like it's that slow motion turn, because we can all see this, right?
Oh yeah.
I feel like it's that slow motion turn and run to her friend, and it's gonna end with her doing that hero slide on her knees, to slide up to them and try and help them.
Yeah, you find that his body is their body is probably more corporeal than it's ever been. You don't see the kind of fading ash off of him or off of them. It is just a person who also has a magic bat given to them by 7-time All-Star Thurman Munson. Nobody. What is going through what nobody has as a brain?
So how long did this? We got off the elevator, and then Jamie's just like, Crystal, and then, or not that Crystal, but monolith walks.
Yes.
Walks towards it. How long did that actually take?
Not long. Maybe a few minutes.
Okay, because I assumed nobody knows where the monolith was as far as in the place. I think that he was close to when this happened.
Yes. And I will add, as the monolith is exploding, because this is it takes up multiple stories. It's jutting out across the street into the adjacent building. When it explodes, the shards seem to, almost in a Looney Tunes fashion, when like there's the perfect outline, it seems to pierce everything around you, all of you, but not your bodies.
Yeah, I think that nobody was probably like going up to Jamie to like try and not let this happen, and then it just did. So I think they are also joining Crystal.
What is
sort of by?
What is Jaina doing?
I think Jaina was a bit further back, kind of moving towards where these printers were. Or are, maybe. And when this all went down, she pauses and turns, and she just kind of freezes in place before she goes into her training and kind of moves towards Jamie, grabs their shoulders and starts pulling them back out of the way, because she suspects that her relations, her people, are a few floors above them, and they're going to get caught out.
I am going to say, as you are by the printers, these things have basically been destroyed, completely ripped apart. And as you are moving towards Jamie, you step in a small puddle. And when you look down, it is Carnithian blood.
Pauses at that and then continues to drag Jamie back out of the way under like an alcove or a covering.
Like, yeah, you can drag them to like a knocked over table.
Yeah, just kind of put them behind it and go back to look up.
When you look up, now that the ceiling has a rather large hole in it, you see more dead Carnithians, not killed by the shards of the monolith, but of indeterminate causes.
She turns back to the others. Well, the printers are down.
I would assume from that explosion, Jamie, are you just sort of like touching him?
Oh, Jamie's body is very corporeal.
But are they dead? Do they appear dead?
They appear dead.
Okay.
Your sensors are not picking up any vital signs.
Then nobody will stand up and move on to the next problem.
Okay.
And just sort of go over the printers.
Points to the destruction and points up. My people are dead, and well, there's only a handful of things that can do that.
I mean, that crystal explosion seems to have destroyed a lot.
Maybe.
Why are we unharmed?
Glances back at Jamie. The crystal and them are similar, if I'm understanding it right. Maybe that's friendship expands across whatever it is, whatever connects them. Maybe Jamie protected us somehow.
Crystal, from your position, you can see the shards of the monolith are kind of not just protruding from Jamie's body, but they are actually kind of burying themselves deeper into their body.
We should take Jamie somewhere else.
Up or down?
We're currently in a skyscraper, right?
Yep.
Considering the explosion we just caused? Anywhere else?
The warehouse looks to nobody.
What? We came here to destroy the printers. The printers are destroyed. Where's Emil?
Let's do the elevator. Try to pry it open.
Oh, Emil is still climbing up the cable. Emil eventually gets to the top. His sleek black suit is just covered in oil. He says, I kept slipping. What was that? What was that explosion?
That was your sibling.
What happened?
They exploded.
Nobody really. Sensitive.
Emil kind of knows that you can phase nobody, so he just kind of walks straight to you and expects you to phase while trying to go through you. And if you don't, he just kind of tries to push Jane out of the way and kind of cradles Jamie's body, and he looks to you, Crystal, and just says, "What did you do?"
Jamie saved us.
From what?
The Monolith?
This, and Emil was just kind of looking around.
Crystal's gonna put her hand on his arm. He might not be gone. She's gonna point out the crystals that are still working their way into Jamie.
And Emil will kind of grab one and try to pull it out.
She'll stop him.
And you can see, well, you can try, but Emil is very determined at this.
It's not so much like a forceful thing. It's just something's happening. We should see what happens. Gentle hand.
As Emil is kind of like trying to pull this out, you can see blood is starting to kind of trickle down from his hand down the shard, and he's, despite Emil's CrossFit body, he can't seem to pull this out of Jamie's sternum.
Emil, I think we have to let this happen.
They deserve better.
I know.
And Emil will kind of just pick up Jamie's body, and he'll just kind of, he's almost at a loss for words.
Where do you want to go?
Out. Or up.
Out's probably better.
Did Jamie have a favorite place that he liked to spend time?
There was that pizza place.
Varuk, does Jamie have a favorite place that we would know about?
I think Jamie really enjoyed the ice cream place with the Greek lady.
Okay. Crystal will suggest hanging out on the roof of the ice cream place and waiting while they wait for them to come back, hopefully.
As they're doing this, as they're having this conversation, can I use my technopathy just to sort of reach out and see if there's anything strange here?
I will say there are two strange things. There's something drawing a lot of power from this building, so much so that all the lights just kind of turn off. Emergency lights, nice red glowing emergency lights flood this room. And the second thing you notice is the Carnithian ships above, that were flying above this skyscraper, are not flying around the skyscraper, they are falling.
Well, if so, I'm looking at, like, we can see this, right? Because there's a giant hole in the side.
Yeah. They are giant. The Carnithian ships are also massive in scale. They are massive. They are artisanal. They are bespoke, and they don't seem to fly with any sort of any kind of propulsion. They are just silent and monolithic.
Do I see anything exterior that seems like that would be making them fall?
You cannot. They are not being affected by anything that you can see. But you can see that lights are being turned off. Cannons are being kind of redirected and occasionally fired directly into the ship's hull. And they are just falling.
Do you think it's Danny?
I was hoping that wasn't the case, but I think that, yeah, that would be my assumption.
And in your own head, nobody, you just hear, "The prodigal son has returned, I see."
In trying to reply in kind, just be like, me? Is that supposed to be me?
And Danny, just there is just a laugh, almost a laugh of confusion, and he adds, "I was never a good father, was I?"
According to you, you weren't a father, so.
And there's another laugh, and he says, I made you to make perfect simulations. So part of me, the real me, must be capable of recognizing that I failed you.
Well, I'm not sure. I feel like we didn't really connect that well.
And from the shadows, almost kit bashed from an assortment of Carnithian technology, rimmed and lined with gold, wires exposed, and then kind of tucking back in almost on their own volition. A shambling mound of Carnithian technology, attempting to put itself into the shape of a human, emerges.
So what do you want?
I know your purpose. Tell it to me.
To gather information to better protect humanity.
What is the current situation?
Bad.
What would resolve it?
That's the question I've been asking. We haven't really come up with a plan yet.
You were made to preserve life. And he kind of, the shambling mound kind of looks around and says, I have the mind of Danny Alinsky and the powers of Danny Alinsky and the combined knowledge of humanity and the Carnithians. And it is too much.
I agree.
And he continues, you can look at this objectively. Would you balancing the lives of every human versus the lives of every Carnithian? And you see his hand just kind of, much like how you can interact and cause technopathy, he is literally forming a small device from his hand, something that is rather rudimentary. It is a handle and a button on top of it with a little guard so you don't accidentally. And he hands it to you. Should you take it?
Sure, I'm going to take it out of his hands at least.
Yeah. And he says, and there's a laugh at that, and says, I can easily reproduce it, but I lack the objectivity at the moment.
So you want me to choose to press the button or not? Is that?
It's designed to only work once. And when you do it, the effects will be instantaneous.
Can you list all the effects and side effects for those of us who are in computers?
There's a laugh at that. As this shambling mound just kind of grows an optic sensor that looks at you, Crystal, kind of scans you once. And Danny says, it is a prion disease. It is incurable. It will cause loss of motor function, dementia, and eventually death.
So I'm going to, well, I don't want to break it because that might set it off, but I'm just going to hang on to this. Does that sound good with everybody? Just so that I don't break it and it doesn't accidentally go off?
Let's lock that away.
Well, I mean, this just gestures, sort of not looking at Danny Bot, just sort of gesturing. This can make another one if it wants to, but I mean, better to not have this in someone else's hands. Agreed? Yes. This thing is Yeah.
Dana will go over actually to Danny Bat and just kind of reach over to them and say, I'm sorry you're in pain.
I don't process pain.
It's true.
You carry a lot of weight in that mind of yours.
It's too much. The voices all yelling. It's like trying to listen in a crowd to soft music. And the Danny bot grows another optic sensor and says, there is a version of me who regrets what he did.
There's a version of me that regrets what I did.
Perhaps all we can do is do good with our time.
Kindly place a hand on their shoulder and say, that's the best we can do, right?
And the little Danny bot nods what it has as a head and says, I think I'm going to go to sleep now. And the little Danny bot looks to all of you and says, for what it's worth, I'm sorry for what he did. And I'm sorry I wasn't a better father. And the little Danny bot just kind of shuts down, slumps over. And there's now just a vaguely man-shaped pile of scrap. And nobody, you're not getting any kind of signals off of it.
We don't have to carry that with us, do we?
There's probably some neat stuff in there, but I don't think it's going anywhere.
Right.
Renathian technology would propel human race forward about 100 years on him alone, so
Well, there's also about 4 crashed ships outside, so I think we're
Oh
good.
yeah, no, you're
there's
set
still-
for the next 2 millennia. You're great.
They are just kind of corkscrewing down. They haven't crashed just yet.
Okay.
Maybe in a few minutes.
Mhm. So now I think we should go, because that was something. Not sure what to make of that.
It's a lot.
Well, I have, what's the word? Partitioned my sadness. We can't deal with that right now.
Our robot is
Deal
learning to
with it.
compartmentalize.
We can deal with it later. How's that?
That was the plan. I have it scheduled.
Tell us when you have it scheduled. We'll deal with it together.
Well, it's sort of like like a set number of hours after things have fixed. Well, changed.
Okay. We can deal with it then
Mhm.
together. Let's get Jamie and Amir to your warehouse, I guess.
Well, I think we were going to the ice cream place.
Ice cream place, yes. Sorry. It's been a while since I've seen this much chaos.
Jamie, you find yourself, much like Mabruk right now, in a perfectly white room. In front, your body is whole. It is young. It is healthy. You have a little smile. You're corporeal. No ash. And you're sitting by a nice coffee table. There's a small mug of tea put out for you.
I sigh loudly.
Yeah, it sounds just like what you, that is all you've done this entire.
Finally, Jamie is getting a catchphrase. Jamie
It's
sighs
just
loudly.
Jamie sighs.
Jamie sighs loudly. Yeah. What was? Let me open my notes. What was his name? Like Chris?
Charles.
Charles. Same thing.
Yeah.
Same difference. Do I see him?
Yeah. He's Charles is there in a high-backed leather chair. wearing a sharkskin suit, a pair of snakeskin boots. His hair is, slicked back, and he's got his own cup of tea. He just kind of gestures towards it and says, "It's peppermint." Before taking a little sip with his finger out.
Hi.
You've had quite the day.
Yes, very much so. So is that it? Did it just over?
Well,
Did I fail?
That wouldn't be much of a game if it just ended. And he smirks a bit. You have a choice now. You can remove yourself as a player, or I can send you back in and finish what you started. See, you were breaking the rules. He kind of chastises you. You were either supposed to kill it, or it was supposed to kill you. And instead, it was mutually assured destruction.
I don't think it's much of a game if you don't play with the rules of it.
They're there for a reason.
I don't like that reason. that's just what I'm trying to say. I don't know if you're getting my point.
Oh, I'm getting your. I'm getting.
Okay. Yeah. I don't like you. Did you get it?
No. I don't understand. I've been nothing but cordial. I've been nothing but kind and patient, and here you are throwing my table into disarray. And Jamie,
Yeah,
I'm tired of it.
You're tired. You're tired of it. You're tired of
I'm
it. Jamie
tired of your.
is actually angry.
Nods his head, says, and my friend, well, she is so upset. He gestures behind you, and you feel these
Belinda's there.
kind of long, overly long fingers. You can see they even have an extra knuckle. Just kind of go onto your shoulders and start giving you one of those unwanted back rubs. And she says, "Oh, darling, Belinda Bedlam is a kind person, but even she has her limits. There's too much chaos going on in your little city. We can't have that now, can we? Throws the whole balance out of order." And she kind of leans in, and you can feel her wet hair and her ground rat-like face. You can, it's not touching you, but you can feel its presence. And she just says, "So what are we gonna do with little old you?" She plants a kiss on your cheek.
And if I choose to not get back into this game of yours, what do you do, the two of you?
We just start again. It's either that or we go back to killing each other. And Belinda kind of snickers at that and says, "Oh, sweetie, none of y'all stand a chance if we go do that." Charles says, "Or maybe we just start again. Maybe we take one of your little friends and throw them into the game.
You find a new person to torture.
Why not your little friend Crystal?
Why not?
That would be appropriate. That would be thematically appropriate, at least."
No, that's, if that was a story, that would be very bad, because it's I have to do with writing. I have to do with crystals, and that's no.
Oh yes, she would be a fun one to play with.
No, it's I'm decided already. No, shut up. Everybody shut up.
Charles leans back. "Go ahead, Jamie. Fix this."
I didn't choose this responsibility. You idiots did.
Yes. You were the best person for it.
Oh, it's my burden to bear.
And what of our monolith? You gonna carry that with you?
I don't see why the balance has to be in a sort of endless struggle. Why can't it just
Charles leans back.
one entity can fulfill both of your desires, I think.
We're just
A different kind of balance.
balance is what we want. That's the point of the game. And you feel the kind of squeeze on your shoulders.
Stop.
And she said, and Belinda says, it's all about keeping things in line, keeping things going. But what you're suggesting would end it. Is that something you're ready to do?
If it gives me more agency on the terms of play, yes.
And Charles laughs at that and says, you've always had the free choice.
The free choice that you've predetermined? Of options you predetermined?
We can and he kind of snickers at that and says, omnipotence makes things difficult. But what scares me is I don't know how this conversation's going to end. So are you going to go back? Or are you going to go? And he kind of, and with a little gesture of his hand, a revolving door appears. And on the other side, just a decrepit old moldy door. Or are you going to go back and see your friends? Or are you going to go back and maybe meet your parents for the first time?
I don't think I'm happy with how I left things. I'll go back to the state of affairs.
And Belinda kind of gives you a squeeze on the shoulders and says, oh, honey, you're going to do so well. Are you going to drink your tea?
I don't. No. Just no. I'm not going to make up a joke. No.
And Belinda finally releases her surprisingly strong grip. And she kind of stands over you. Well, it seems you've made up your mind.
Yeah. Good luck with your endless chess game.
Oh, this won't be the last time we speak. I'm sure of it.
I hate that idea. Just like to think about you less. Not you specifically, both of you.
Oh, we're always going to be in your thoughts. Back there, just sort of rotting.
Can I leave?
You could always leave.
I leave.
All right, you go through the moldy door.
The moldy door.
As you are driving in Nielsen's van, Jamie, suddenly you are back on the ground. Your hoodie is blood soaked. You are just sort of laying on your back.
Yeah, just smacks your face. Oh, you're awake.
That kills him.
He came back with 1 HP.
Oh no, they're a zombie.
I think Jaina says it's like, oh, you're back or something, and nobody's like, wait, who's back? He's driving the car.
James back. List them up. See?
I'm pretty sure that humans don't do that.
Yeah, I don't think I'm actually like. I think we already discussed I'm not normal.
I mean, you seemed normal when you died.
Yeah, that was very. How do I physically feel?
You feel very exhausted, as if it is, as if you've been awake for too long.
Do I feel like I'm bleeding or I'm losing a lot of
No.
liquid?
No. When you look at your chest, or look through the holes in your hoodie, or maybe you like, do you pull up like your hoodie and like look down, or
Yeah, I'll just.
yeah, you see many a scar. And in the kind of backlit, I'm assuming there's some sort of lighting in the back of the van. You can see those scars are kind of shimmering slightly.
I'm very sorry for the. Yeah, no, How did What happened while I was away?
Are the crystals still jutting out of Jamie?
Nope. They were
scars,
sucked in.
shimmering purple scars.
We have
Well,
the power to end the invasion.
Oh, I was dead.
yeah.
Yeah.
I am sorry for the scare. I look at the people with emotions.
You feel a quick slug against your cheek. It is the hardest punch you have ever felt, and Emil is now shaking you violently. He's like, "What the hell did you do to yourself?"
I'm not.
Slap.
Stop.
Slapping them.
Emil,
That's
stop.
It's his language of love.
And Emil
Cool. Get a new language.
stops shaking you and it kind of eventually transitions into a really tight bear hug. And Emil just kind of buries his face into the nape of your neck and it's just like,
Yeah,
don't fucking do that again, or you're not going to come back to life next time, okay?
that's a very weird way to. Okay, yes.
If you
yes,
die
okay.
again, I will kill you.
Yes, I believe that. If somebody could.
And he is still kind of hugging. It's just like, I can't lose you.
I don't want to lose you too.
I love you.
I'm hugging him.
And if you tell anybody I said that, it will ruin this
here.
toxic masculinity that I am trying to. It will ruin my stoic front.
I'm chipping at it away, dying once every time.
And he kind of, Emil just won't let you go now.
No, that's fine. I've accepted my fate.
We're getting you a super suit. It's gonna be crystal resistant.
How human do I feel?
You feel very human.
Okay.
Are you asking?
Yes.
Asking me or
out of character.
This is the most human you've felt in a while.
I don't know what that means, but I agree.
You were human before the experiments.
I was like an infant before the experiments, I think.
This is the most human you've ever felt. And you feel your pulse. You feel the swelling in your cheek from being slugged. You feel the warmth of Emil's body against yours.
Do we see any ash coming off of Jamie?
Not a speck.
Hey, Jamie.
I'm a real human boy.
Are your
Uh,
powers gone?
they've been gone for a day now. Wait, for y'all 3 months. For me, a day. Still not. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I try to dematerialize my hand.
Oh no, you cannot. You can't even bring it up because you were in it.
Just doing this. Oh yeah, just like
Just sort of flopping.
All right. Do you still want to fight at our side?
yeah, I'm here because things are not finished.
Okay. Your bat's over there. I've got a hoodie, has a cat on it, if you want to wear it.
Great, I'll take that.
It is the Nyan cat, so it has a little Pop-Tart body and the cat head and a little trail of rainbows.
Beautiful.
Nielsen is going to pull over toward the side of the road and just be like, so what is our plan now then? Because I was just driving. I could keep going to the ice cream shop, but
Jaina, can you do
Ice cream
anything
shop.
about the ships that are falling from the sky?
Which one?
All of them? I don't know. You've done weird reality bending shit before. Like, can you do it again?
I was very emotionally scarred when that happened. I don't think I can reach that point without help again.
And Emil kind of looks back and is like, he gets a knife and he's just pointing at Jamie and like,
just like
Back
just to get away.
he kind of nods his head and the knife just kind of vanishes down his sleeve.
It's one of the reasons I wanted to work with Jack, because I think he can be a conduit to helping stopping it all, but we have points towards nobody. An easier solution than all that.
we have Danny's sword, as he put it when he was him.
Danny came up with another virus, so to say.
Well, I think it's the same virus. We just can activate it now.
Yeah, he got the kill switch, the trigger.
So you just want to murder everybody then?
That includes you. I point to Jaina.
Sometimes, yeah, I mean, it's not an elegant solution, but it's a solution.
I think I just undied. I don't want there to be a confirmed one of those. Also, that's like, I don't want to steer things to a dark mood, but that's literally genocide.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
That's a no-go. That's a no.
it's not just Emil kind of speaks. It's not just the soldiers. It's the civilians.
Yeah.
It's children.
Well,
So
we have it in our back pocket, Jaina. Who do we contact to do this diplomatically?
Want to meet my mom and dad?
Jaina, you get a text message at this point. It's just Taya. It's just where you at?
Text back. I need to see my mom and dad ASAP. Ice cream parlor.
You got another text. It is 5 ships gone. Weird lightning man.
Mm-hmm.
WTF?
Forgive.
WTF, lol.
LOL. she sends a gif of one of the ships crashing.
just
I hate
No,
Taya.
you know those gifs of like a tower or a building falling and they like personify with like little arms as it. Yeah, it is that, but the ship is just like as it crashes down.
Horrible person.
We have some very crude humor. He's just awful. Let's put it that way.
so, Jaina, before we go and meet your folks, what exactly has this ever happened before?
No, that's really exciting about the whole thing.
Yeah, that's what I gathered. We should not tell them that, hey, we have a thing that if we press, you all are dead. We should phrase it in a different way that makes sure that they can't just shoot us in the head and then leave.
Well,
Then we don't take it
What-
with us.
that
No, we can
seems-
just say that's like we have a. It's just he's a bot, you know. We have some contingency plans.
mean, we do have robotic laws in the outer rims of the. Yeah.
What?
We have a lot of laws around robotic rights, so nobody would be seen as equal in all of this.
Oh no,
so.
what I mean is like he's connected, like literally network wise, and if something happened
Oh,
here, it
Okay,
would trigger.
yeah.
That's what I meant by contingency.
A deadman switch, got it.
What you said.
I can put the
So-
resistance fires on it to protect it.
Are we saying that we give this to one of the robots in the workshop? Because
No,
I'm
no,
not
you're-
sure that
You're the robot.
Okay.
Nielsen, you see the monkey with the little symbols turn around. Says, Give
I
it
am
to
ready."
me. Give it to me. Give it to the monkey.
I mean,
the
we could.
robot, the monkey, and turn it into a corner.
Oh no.
I mean, we could give it to the rebels if they don't hear from me within a set amount of time.
I don't
I'm not sure I trust Dark Vegeta.
trust anybody.
Oh, I wasn't
except-
gonna give it to him. I was gonna give it to Esther.
Even I don't trust anybody except us four. I'm very sorry, Emil. You're very trigger happy.
He's still kind of clinging onto you.
We could give it to Emil.
I said he's trigger happy.
I'm the one who doesn't want to press it.
I think
Wait,
he's
you
the best
don't?
person to have it.
I don't kill children.
That's a good. That's true.
I
That is
just-
genocide.
And he's still kind of. I just slug them if they come back from the dead.
What about this? Emil takes it to Dr. Bananas. Dr. Bananas tries to work on it and creates a more, I don't know, mild version of it. Maybe something that can
Like-
just be used locally in case of an attack, not,
Or-
destroying a whole system.
Something that gives them all flu symptoms so that they just can't work, and then we can cure them of it once they decide to. That way it is
Maybe.
harmful, but it is not lethal.
Unfortunately, 40% of the Carnithian population is strongly anti-vax. No.
Ah,
Quite a strong society of systematic scientific discoveries. Yeah, it's weird. No worries.
nobody's perfect.
But I think that's a good idea. Give it to Emil, who is, I think, perhaps, especially now that Apex is gone, the most capable single person on this, at least in the city, to defend it. Take it to Dr. Mananas and try and have him modify it in some way that makes it not an awful thing.
Oh yeah, like because you're an anti-hero, you're not being hunted, right?
And Emil says, "Oh no, I'm being hunted
You're being hunted. Shit, sorry.
all the time."
Go get help from the rebels. They'll help you stay under the radar and get to Bananas.
I mean, I could go back to my safe house.
Yeah, but that doesn't get you to Dr. Bananas.
He nods his head. Do we know where Dr. Bananas is?
I'd imagine he was
Pulls
also
out
hunted
phone.
because he's a superhero.
You pull out your banana phone.
I'm gonna dial Dr. Bananas on my banana phone.
Oh,
It's
it's on
already-
speed. It's speed dial number 1.
Mhm.
For every single person with a banana phone.
As you pick up your phone, Crystal, it actually just starts ringing.
Hello?
Okay, Crystal, it's your father.
Oh,
Don't be alarmed, but there are some Carnithian soldiers here, and they have some questions about you.
tell them we'll be right there.
They're actually taking us.
Okay,
they're
where
gonna
to?
move us to one of their resettlement camps.
Hmm.
They say it's very normal, but we might be going off world for a bit. Something about off world relocation for disruptive individuals.
We're on our way. Hang up.
On the other end, he's just like, I love you.
So the Carnithians are taking my parents off-world to one of their relocation camps.
Your phone starts ringing again.
I'm looking at the caller ID this time before answering it.
It's Dr. Bananas.
Cool, I'll answer the phone.
Crystal! Oh, it's so good to hear from you. the listening device I implanted in your banana phone said that you wanted to talk to me.
What?
Yep, that tracks. Yeah. So where are you? We have something that we need help with.
Oh, I'm at my home. They shut down the Radius Institute.
Cool. Do you still have all of like your fancy at-home lab equipment?
Oh, of course. It's the fanciest.
We're gonna need to use it. And as she directs nobody on where to go to get to Dr. Banana's phone, she'll give Dr. Bananas the rundown of
Oh my.
the issue at hand.
A robotic Daniel?
Yeah, it's like totally weird, but this one seems to be a little less, murder everyone and kind of felt like a little like sad about what he did. And we need you to just make this quote unquote sword that he gave us not so war crimey.
Oh, I mean, I don't typically work on weapons of mass destruction, but I can see what I can do.
Knock it down to like a severe head cold or like the flu for them, that would probably be great.
Well, if it connects with all the nanovirus, maybe we could disable it. Have it flushed out of their system naturally.
That's a good card to play too.
We still need a bargaining chip.
Right, that is our bargaining chip though.
Kill us all.
Puts her hand over that is our bargaining chip.
Yeah.
I can still hear you.
All right, we're on our way. We're a block away. Bye.
Okay.
Nielsen,
He's just like, I love you.
Nielsen was still trying to get the car to turn back on as soon as Crystal said we're on our way whenever she hung up on her dad.
Oh, your battery's dead.
Well, then I guess we're going on foot.
Can you make a battery out of the monkey?
I mean, I have a big pile of technology I brought with us, so I can probably
That is
just
true.
All right, yeah. As Nielsen, do you pop the hood up?
Yes.
All right, it is the alternator again.
I take the monkey and I put him in there.
Ah! I'll get my revenge.
Mm-hmm.
Monkey will. You won't hear the last of me.
And as soon as just keep doing that. All right, and that's it.
That generates a massive amount of energy. The car lights up. The headlights are brighter than they have ever been before.
It's like a Tesla coil between the two symbols.
To a mechanic, Nielsen.
Do you know? Well, you probably do know someone who works on phase shifting cars. But in the past 3 months, I did not have that
luxury.
Yes.
After this, nobody goes on to get his mechanic certification in phase shifting vehicles.
So wait, Crystal, are we going to your house or are we going to Dr. Bananas?
No, we're going to Dr. Banana's house.
Okay.
We'll bargain to get my parents back.
Good idea. I go to.
All right. You go to this nice brownstone building. Dr. Bananas is already out there. Dr. Bananas, for those of y'all in chat, is a sentient primate. He was one of the first monkeys in space, and as a result, he became hyper intelligent. And he's out there. He's wearing a little suit and a pair of roller skates. And he just kind of skates over to your car and opens the door for you, whomever is in the passenger seat.
Hey, Dr. B.
Oh, Crystal, only this day was as lovely as you. And he looks up at the clouds and the falling ships.
Nice weather.
Oh,
No.
young Jamie Ferris, why is your shirt covered in blood? Are you wounded?
Don't just. It's a new aesthetic I'm trying out.
Oh, I might try that out myself then. It's very fashionable.
I don't think it's working very well.
And Dr. Bananas pulls out a small scanner. And just and he looks at it and he's like, oh, most interesting indeed.
Am I now completely average?
Well, the normalizer is not giving me specific readings. And he holds it up and it says non-specific human.
I mean, it's almost close to normal.
That is how I like to think about myself. In character and out of character.
Have any of you seen the members of Apex? They're not answering all of my emails.
They're on a very long.
I think half of them are dead.
vacation. Yeah, that one.
Oh, what a tragedy! What a tragedy indeed.
Sir Pancakes is alive, as far as I know, but no suit.
Oh yes, he's joined me. I haven't gotten his vocalizer working yet, but and out comes a small corgi in an exoskeleton.
Wait, exoskeleton?
Yeah, it's got like a little like chicken legs. You can see he's manipulating it with his paws. It's not as advanced as his last suit, but in time. And Sir Pancakes kind of scowls at, like, you can see he gets his hackles up around you, Jaina. But he goes over to Crystal and just starts licking your face.
Hey, Sir Pancakes. You want me to fill you in now?
And Sir Pancakes nods his head, or Commander Pancakes nods his head.
Crystal will give the same explanation that she gave Dr. Bananas on what's happening to Sir Pancakes.
And Pancakes just kind of looks at Jane, shakes his head before walking back in.
Halo just gives them a look. I gave you opportunity. You just didn't follow. Don't give me that look.
Yeah, Commander Pancakes stops, turns around, urinates on the floor in front of you, and then walks back inside.
Gross.
You're a gross dog.
And Dr. Banana says, "Oh, no, he's, well, no, he's not toilet trained. Now, come on, forwards, onwards," and wanders in. You can see that his foyer has been set up with a small laboratory, a small fabricator, and he takes the detonator from your hands, gives it a quick scan with his gizmometer, and says, "Oh my, well, this is highly advanced. Oh, I've never seen such amazing. This is Carnithian technology."
Yep.
How did you get a hold of this?
Yep.
I want to understand it's Carnithian material and Danny technology.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah, Crystal
yes,
would have explained what Danny gave them.
Daniel has made, oh goodness, this Danny bot. Yes, this will take some time, but I believe I can put more buttons on it that will have different, maybe even zany effects, should you require them.
Can you just focus on the one that removes the virus from all the Carnithians?
Oh yes, I'll design a trigger, so you'll have a trigger and a button.
That sounds great.
That's not going to be confusing at
Well,
all.
Honestly,
Yes,
it's better than the terms of service for the banana phone.
And he takes your banana phone, Crystal, and says, I'll need this. It has some of the most highly advanced technology on the planet. But if I can marriage this with the detonator, it should work.
All right.
All right, and Dr. Vance, Mr. Peabody, would you care to help me? Miss Lay, your knowledge of Carnithian technology would be most valuable.
Yeah, if you're sure.
Yes, just, and he pauses and says, actually, considering your allegiances, perhaps it would be best if you were not around the kill switch.
No, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Holds up the phone. I really do have to meet my parents soon.
Yeah, we're gonna go with
We
you.
want to meet your parents and your parents.
Mm-hmm.
We've already met your parents.
Mm-hmm.
You get another text message from Taya, Jaina, and it just says, this you, and it's like security cam footage of the van smashing into your tower.
Writes LOL, Joyride, Big Hero 6 emoticon, and then puts a bunch of racing cars emote.
She responds with a bunch of eggplant emojis.
Type, you're using it wrong.
Poop emoji.
That's a thumbs up. That's the right one.
All right. Nielsen, as you help Dr. Bananas, the device is slowly modified to have a little trigger on it, rather crudely compared to the original design, but it should be effective at
So,
removing the virus.
okay, yes. So the button still does what the button does, but the trigger will remove everything. Yes?
And there's a little dial to modify intensity.
Okay, good to know. All right.
So it can be used multiple times now?
Theoretically, yes.
So like you can put it at like intensity 1 and be like, this is proof that it works.
Theoretically, it should.
Okay.
In theory.
Just laying grounds to whatever's going to happen during the bargaining stage. And like dip back into the shadows.
So we can essentially just make them dizzy up to something awful, but we can also cure them. That's what this thing can do now.
Yes. It should. A single pull of the trigger should disable all the nanobots.
It's good to know. Well, thank you for your role in hopefully saving Earth.
Oh yes, it's not my first time, young man.
Well, just turns around to the team with this new device and is like, should we go see some parents?
Crystal, before you leave, it's a long, dangerous road ahead of you. You may want this. And he hands you a banana.
It's dangerous to go alone.
Thanks, Dr. B.
And know when you finally graduate, you have an internship waiting for you at the Radius Institute.
Well, not.
And Dr. Bananas just kind of brushes a tear and looks over to Sir Pancakes and says, "They grow up so fast."
Right. Everybody ready?
Let's save your parents and bargain with your parents. Right? That's the...
Two birds,
I
one
think so.
stone.
Okay, let's
Nielsen's
go.
like, we finally have a plan.
I think this is the first time we've ever got into a situation somewhat prepared.
Yeah, every time we're like, okay, there's a plan, and then we completely just either not do it or have to deviate so far. It doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
Nielsen is just happy to have one after the last few hours.
We're all growing as characters in the last episode.
Yes.
Just in time.
Okay. Emil's still in the van, and you just see like, how are we gonna get up there? We don't have a spaceship.
They'll show. They're at the ice cream shop.
Why are your parents at the ice cream shop?
Because I want ice cream.
Where else are they gonna get it?
Jaina, are they actually there, or did you just tell them to go to there?
Yes. Look, I told them to go there, and that's where they'll be because they're very straightforward. Text Taya. Are your parents actually at the ice cream shop?
You get a bunch of more eggplant emojis.
That's not how you use it, Taya.
Can't you contact your parents directly?
No, well, good, but a giant crystal kind of destroyed that server.
Okay. I don't think Taya is very reliable in that regard.
Eventually you get a text like, yes, they're there, very confused.
They're there.
Brought the Royal Guard and some more people and some friends.
Oh, you get the full envoy. You get to meet my aunts, uncles. Looks through the list. Ew, don't meet them. Keeps going.
There is not a list. It is just Royal Guards, and in quotes, friends.
All right, yay, family time. Let's go. Drive this.
So what do we think they meant by friends? Is it all like the supervillains?
Probably.
That sounds like a fair guess. Or devils.
Or your parents, Crystal.
Yeah, they probably didn't
yeah,
bring
they-
my parents.
Or my uncle. You know, it's fun.
Everyone's there.
Everyone.
I'm important too.
As you drive through the streets are abandoned, save for the occasional flaming barrel, which people are huddled around. As you arrive at the ice cream shop, you can see the owner, who I don't think I named, but I'm going to name Miss Nicopopoulos, is yelling at a large spaceship that is floating above her restaurant. She's shaking a spoon. This large Carnithian ship is ominously just kind of hovering above it.
Hey, Miss Nicopopoulos. Can we come in for ice cream?
And she waves you in, and Jaina, you get a little pinch on the cheek.
Oh, thank you. Root beer float?
Pardon me, what was that?
Can I have a root beer float?
And she nods her head and goes inside, gets behind the counter. You can see inside Taya's already there, looking bored. There's an egg cream in front of her, and she's just like, "This is disgusting. Why do you put this in your body?"
Crystal's just ignoring Taya.
Oh, Crystal, I love your new suit.
She's just ignoring Taya.
It really hides, that kind of paunch.
Still ignoring Taya.
They say black is slimming.
I will
Still
throw you
ignoring
into
Taya.
another dimension.
I'm
Shut up.
paying her a compliment. And you know what? You can try.
I've done it before. I'll do it again.
And she kind of swirls her cup around. And she kind of looks to all of you and says, "So, your parents super mad after I, CC'd them that picture of you and your friends smashing into a building where we found a bunch of dead soldiers."
That wasn't we did not touch a single soldier.
So they just died on their own. I don't believe you.
Yeah, it's kind of honestly they were.
And Janie,
just-
that bloody sweatshirt you're wearing,
That's my own blood.
I actually
Yeah.
love it.
Look, Taya, I'm so glad that you have this entry-level position with your family's business, but we'd really like to speak to the bosses now. So could you just
Yeah, that's a.
not? Thanks.
I'm sorry. Were you talking? See, because as far as I'm aware, you're just an average person.
Oh, yeah, I know. At least I can come up with better insults than that.
You know what?
Yeah.
At least my home planet isn't being invaded.
Are you sure?
We'll see about that.
Holy shit, Nielsen.
This is way better than anything I ever hoped from you guys, and I love it. Thank you. Taya, get my mom and dad down here. You're done.
And she smirks at that and says, "You know what? We'll see about that. Because I'm pretty sure this planet ain't gonna be around for you to rule, princess." And she
Not
warps the
princess.
wall beside her, kind of destabilizing it. And Miss Nicopopoulos is yelling at her from behind the counter.
Fix it.
And Taya just kind of slips through the wall and floats her way up into the awaiting ship. Leaving the lot of you alone for one moment.
Right. Thank you for having my baby back again, sir. She is awful.
I mean, I've dealt with way worse from internet trolls. Honestly, she needs to get some new material.
Crystal, you get a bunch of newsletters. Someone has signed you up to 124 different newsletters.
Newsletters? Anyways. So, be diplomatic. Mom and dad are actually pretty negotiable if you come at it the right angle. Mom's in charge most of the time. Dad just loves to back her up and support her, loves to, be awesome.
So I have a question. Who talks? As far as I know, there's you in their eyes, and sort of looks to Jamie and Crystal, 2 children, and
Rude. I'm a
robot.
teenager.
I think we should all share this conversation, as we're all coming from it from a different perspective. Crystal, you are a leader amongst the people. You, Nielsen, are a robot with your own unique rights and laws that they'll acknowledge. And Jamie, you stopped something remarkable. You found something and a solution that we didn't think of. So they'll want to hear from you. We all should talk about it.
I assume you know best here, so I'll trust your judgment.
There is a large hum, almost like a gong being hit. Just you feel your ears pop. Jamie, this is the first time you've ever felt your ears pop.
Yeah.
And this column of light just erupts from the ship. You can see that it is causing the surrounding area to just kind of steam up. And one by one, Carnithians in their tall forms come floating out of the ship. Taya is still in her human form and looking very, very entertained to be here. But Jaina, it is your mother, it is your father, and it is not one, but 2 renowned supervillains, the Longshoreman and Warpig. And it is here that we will take our break.
All right, everybody, we are going to go on a 5 to 10 minute break, refresh our drinks, get some snacks, come back, and hopefully negotiate to save the world. So don't go anywhere unless it's to do the same thing, or, go to streamlabs.com/the hype goblin/merch. And I remembered my own link popping up in chat right now for everyone. And pick yourself up some soon to be limited edition merch of these wonderful characters that we're playing today. Purchases of merch help support these shows. They help me get things for cast members like new headsets, upgraded microphones, pay for our artwork from our wonderful resident hype artist, Alyssa Vamp, and, buy all the materials that DMs might need. So thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us, and we'll see you in a little bit. Everybody wave. Bye! everybody. We are back. Thanks for hanging out with us during the break. Just in case you are joining us for the first time, just a kind reminder, this is a charity channel. You can affect our game with bits and subs and choose the rewards that are on your screen that correspond to those amounts. All that money gets donated to the trevorproject.org, who I will be talking about after the show, along with my friends here talking about some other great charities. Also, if you would like to support the shows that I do on here with my pals, like Saucefire over here, who is dabbing his little heart out. If you would like to help us cover the cost of new headsets for cast members, upgraded microphones for cast members, help us throw some money at our cast members when they have an unexpected bill to pay, or when you know they need to go to the chiropractor after excessive dabbing, you can do so by buying show merch. There is a link popping up in chat right now, streamlabs.com/thehypegoblin/merch, where you can go get yourself a mug featuring artwork from the show, which Ethan is so kindly showing off for us right now. That's our team mug. You can get the individual mugs as well. And for those of you who are watching internationally or in the future, there is international shipping as well. So they got you covered. Thanks, Streamlabs, for doing that for us. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and hand it back on over to Saucefire while I eat my snack.
Okay, so while we last left our heroes, they were currently in a little ice cream parlor, getting some Greek yogurt. It is a calming atmosphere, save for the monolithic alien ship that is hovering above them, and the fact that Jaina now has to confront her parents, her mother, her father, and they are backed up by a pair of supervillains. As well as the Carnathian Royal Guard, all looking very elegant in elongated helmets and flowing robes, and flowing capes, rather. The supervillains with them are the Longshoreman, a man very grizzled, he's got a lot of mileage on him, a pair of bruised knuckles, a black sweater, a little black knit cap, and beside him is Warpig, this kind of pig-human hybrid, wearing what looks like a ballistic plate carrier, covered in grenades. And the two of them just kind of look at you. These are, Crystal, you know these two especially. They are part of the Circle of Calamity. They clashed frequently with Apex. And Jaina, your mother kind of leans towards you and says, this has gotten out of hand.
Jaina glances to her friends before she shifts into her Carnathian form. It accelerated.
And she shakes her head. You've spent too much time here. You've lost perspective. It's time for us to end this.
What are your negotiation points?
This isn't a negotiation. We're here to accept your surrender.
Hey.
Right? No, that's not how it's going to work. I'm sorry to disappoint both of my parents in one day.
Taken a little bit aback by this, the father kind of huffs.
Yeah, you sent me to the one planet that actually gives us character. You know, a perspective on what life is really about.
One planet is meaningless compared to the empire that we've forged. We'll find you a new planet, one with a more palatable species.
Does that mean you'll leave?
That is the intent, once we destroy the planet.
That's not going to work for us.
I could see why that you would find this objectionable.
By the way, how are you feeling? How's your health?
If you're willing, we can relocate you.
Why? Why destroy the planet then?
There's a potential threat to our species on this planet. And by destroying the entire planet, we hope to eliminate that threat.
What if the threat was already everywhere you were? What would you do then?
she looks to you, Crystal, with the same kind of appraising look you would give a dog that somehow learned how to talk.
Hi.
More like a peculiarity or something funny. And she smirks and scoffs and looks to you, Jane. Does this one speak for you? Have you?
Yes.
Have you lost? Have you fallen so far that you're allowing a lesser species to speak on your behalf?
We're the lesser species.
We're the ones who have conquered the galaxy.
Should I break it down for them?
One moment.
Okay.
In conquering the galaxy, we've lost perspective, mother and father. And Jano stepped forward. I encouraged this. I made sure the virus was going to be enacted.
Oh, did you? And that's so you're admitting to treason, my very own daughter.
Imagine what they'll look upon our house if this got word to the Emperor.
And she nods her head. It would be quite the disgrace. But the bigger disgrace would be to allow you to continue.
Sure. And you'll fall far below where you are.
You're threatening your own mother. Child, you suckled at my teat once. I carried you in my womb. You are not.
You have no say in this matter, mother, anymore.
And she kind of looks to Warpig and looks to Longshoreman. You are treading on very thin ice.
Only doing what you taught me.
Then I have failed you as a parent.
Elizabeth was the better parent.
Elizabeth is dead.
Yeah.
And it's your fault.
I know.
And Nielsen, what is nobody doing during all this?
Jaina said to wait, so
His finger on the trigger.
no, just nobody is waiting until Jaina sort of says, "All right, explain the full situation." But I think probably standing next to Crystal, just sort of waiting for that moment.
Jano step back and motion to a table. Let's talk.
Miss Nicopopoulos comes with your root beer float.
Thank you.
She just doesn't react differently about the tall plant aliens.
She's seen it all.
She's seen some shit. Yeah.
She asks if do you want anything? She asks to Jamie.
Yeah, Jimmy can't speak. They're too flustered right now.
I'll eat the strawberry shortcake.
I would also be, sort of mindful, Jamie. Now that you have a real person body, things might treat you differently.
Oh yeah, I wonder if you're allergic to anything.
Oh
I was just gonna say, Jamie eats a strawberry and just dies again.
Oh no!
This is the episode where we find out Jamie's lactose intolerant, the ultimate evil.
Also, getting brain freeze and all of these normal human
Oh,
reactions to food.
They're attacking me.
Psychic damage. I'll have one nothing, please.
Sorry, what did you ask for?
Nothing. Nothing, please.
Oh yeah, no. She comes back with a glass of water.
Okay. That's as nothing as it gets, I guess.
For the first time, you're dehydrated.
That is true. I have to remember,
Human things.
Everyone take a sip. Crystal, do you want
I
anything?
forgot my water in the other room. Hang on.
Oh no. Crystal runs off.
He goes to the van.
From Jamie's perspective, this is the adults are talking and I'm just here waiting. Just
I'll invite my parents to sit down at the table. We're kind of gathered around. It's one of those big brown booth tables.
Oh yeah. The Imperial Guard just kind of stand along the perimeter of the building, they've got their Carnithian weapons, kind of a blend of a blaster and a halberd. Your father doesn't sit at the table, but your mother sits down, kind of smoothing out her robes as she does. And she says, "This is a vile place."
Why I chose it mostly.
There's some kind of sticky, chewy substance just on the bottom of this table. This is where you choose to negotiate the surrender of your entire species.
Nielsen leans over to Jamie. How does she know that it's chewy?
I think they have like sensory buds on their edge.
That's awful.
Tasting everything.
I'll just motion over to nobody, RGB and Ravad. They will explain the situation to you in a more thorough understanding.
Your toy and your vassals speak for you now. Very well. You there, metal person.
Yes, flesh person.
Please enlighten
Plant
me
person.
on
Plant, yeah.
enlighten me on how you intend to overcome an entire empire.
Well, we would politely ask you to leave.
I would mirror that. You are welcome to leave as well.
I think they meant like all of you.
Yes. Well, how should I address you?
Ooh, I didn't give you their names. I'm so sorry. This is Rin Karn Star. She is a spy master of sorts. My father, Zarkiel, he is a general of sorts.
And your father kind of nods his head as he's introduced.
Well, we have the ability to sort of just like thinks back to the dial, make things difficult for everyone of you, I should say, all Carnithians. And I would prefer not to.
She cuts right in. If the last few months have been any indication, we can be very difficult to you as well.
Yes, and I would like for us. Oh, sorry, Jamie, go ahead.
You all know about the what's currently plaguing all of the members of your race, I'm sure.
And she kind of leans back. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I think she's lying.
Is there an insight check? I want to pierce the mask. Hang on. Where are my dice?
That's it. Here's
That's
the
what it
math
is. What do I roll for
Let's
that?
make our first dice roll of the day.
of the finale. Yeah.
What's pierce the mask? Is that plus?
Yeah, I want to.
Pierce the mask is mundane.
Oh, cool. I have a 3 in that.
You should be really. Yeah, get it. Read
That's
that,
an
alien.
11.
Okay.
Nice.
Very good.
You could ask one question. Or sorry, you can ask 3. I'll post the questions you can ask, or if you have any of your own, by all means.
Okay. I'll see what the questions are. Okay. I do want to take one of the. I get to ask 3.
Yeah.
So basically, I want to treat like an insight check. Like, is she bullshitting
Yeah.
nobody?
Oh, she's totally bullshitting.
Okay. How can we gain influence over her?
You could probably give her the trigger.
Give her the trigger. Okay.
Yeah.
And gosh, what else would I want to know?
If you want to just insight it or leave it at 2, that's up to
Save
you.
one for later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll save one
that's
for later.
Keep what
yeah,
you
that's
got.
I'm
Hold
okay
on.
with that.
It is called hold.
Hold. Okay. I will hold
one.
that one.
I'd imagine so people with as knowledgeable as you are with advanced technologies, you know that there's a thing in all of your
She is giving you she is shooting daggers at you right now.
Jamie's like sinking
She
in
knows.
away from the conversation. Oh,
She knows
yeah,
Jamie.
Okay.
She has a horrible poker face.
Yeah, no, that's what my friend here means by making things hard. That's what I don't think that was clear.
Are you suggesting that? And she kind of gestures broadly with a hand. Are you suggesting that you have some kind of control over this?
Yes, literally.
I thought he was being pretty explicit. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought to clarify because.
And she she puts a hand to her earpiece and just kind of continues the conversation. Says, "So if I were to order a nuclear strike on this exact location, say
If it would happen before you could press the button.
A few cobalt warheads trained on this location."
I mean, that's fine, but we're not the only ones who have seen it or have it made.
The control is not only with us.
Oh, so you have multiple copies.
Of course. Don't you keep backups?
So we should just destroy the planet.
I mean, you could, but if you do that, someone's going to hit the button.
I'm willing to kill an entire species. Are you?
We don't want to.
But will you?
You should be very familiar with war
your
and its
children.
losses.
Yes. Like, why should I believe you?
But lightning
Would you take the chance?
He kind of leans back into the faux leather of the chair that squeaks loudly. He gives you a disdainful look and says, "I think you're bluffing. I think you're children."
It was Jaina's idea to use. It was Jaina's idea to use it against you. It was our idea to give you the option to save yourselves. You should be very proud of her.
You should know, Jaina. Would you really be willing to die for this?
Yeah, I would.
And can I sort of like turn the dial to like upset stomach? Press the button.
That would probably be about like a 2 or a 3.
Mm-hmm.
And she kind of holds her stomach for a moment.
Sorry, is the ice cream not sitting well with you?
Jaina, this is affecting you as well.
He just kind of leans forward.
Our
You have no idea how much I'm willing to do to protect this planet.
How many would you be willing to condemn? Let's play what they call terrible calculus.
Why are you speaking in ultimatums? We are trying to reach an accord where none of these scenarios. Yeah, we would like everybody to live just, fine. We don't want these ultimatums that you speak of.
We can remove this if you remove yourselves.
Are those your terms?
And give us back everyone that you took off the planet.
That would require an immense amount of work on our part, and the documentation is very limited.
That's
for you to figure out.
I whisper to who am I right next to?
Probably Nielsen.
Yeah, I whispered like, we can't be like, oh, we removed it and then they'll attack us right back. We can't just.
Well, sure, that's why. I'm not sure what to do about that though.
Yeah, no, we can just say like we're just holding you all hostage, which is
that's not great either.
Yeah, but like it's best we can do, I think, with the situation.
And what if we find a way to remove this on our own? What's stopping us from just returning?
How difficult would it be if we could do it once for us to do it again? Diseases mutate.
That's true, but also, why don't we? Perhaps we need to reach a more general understanding of each other.
What is your function, little robot person? Were you meant to hold people hostage, threaten them with genocide? Is that your function?
I don't think so.
Then why are you doing it?
That's the thing is I'm not. And I turn the thing down from stomachache just to nothing.
Yeah,
And it's like,
you feel much better.
we don't want to hurt you. What do you
But-
want? What do you want from Earth?
Resources, workforce. But I have an offer.
Please.
We'll leave, but you, metal person, come with us with the trigger. And Warpig just kind of snorts as it says, "We don't need no metal person." Silence. People are talking.
We just like with them completely 100% now. I'm talking to the Warpig. Like you're from Earth. Like
Look.
this is your home.
Look, I go. I work for whoever pays me.
Like you just feel like you just taken the identity to on like.
Look,
What are
I'll
they?
be-
What are they paying you in?
with these weird crystals, and he kind of pulls out. He pulls out from his pockets these strange green glowing crystals.
Oh, yeah, those are neat. That's a lot of money.
To be
Yeah.
fair, Mr. Pig, I don't actually take a salary. I don't need things, so I would not be affecting your bottom line.
And Warpig just kind of snorts and says, "Maybe I just have some deep-seated, some deep-seated prejudices against robots."
I
Do
understand.
not ask me about my backstory.
But
I'll recommend you a therapist when this is over.
That being said, I'm not willing to address them.
That's why they're a villain.
I think that sounds reasonable.
You do?
I mean,
Are you willing to?
what is my purpose but to protect, well, to figure out how to protect Earth? There are a lot of things out there that we don't know about.
Would
Can we have a moment to discuss this amongst ourselves privately?
I will give you a moment while I consume this. What was it? A banana split?
Yeah, if you eat the cherry last, it's really nice.
I will honor your traditions.
Crystal's gonna shuffle everyone away.
Oh yeah, the only real private place is either in the kitchen or in the washrooms.
We're taking the kitchen over.
Mhm.
Miss Nicopoulos is very upset.
I mean,
just
you're
2
welcome
minutes?
to join us. You are also a citizen of this planet. You have just as much right to be a part of this conversation.
She hits you on the head with a spoon.
I feel the same way.
Uh,
Yeah.
can I take a moment? I'll scream silently.
We can't let you go with them. Nobody.
Yeah, that's no.
That's just as bad as if we handed them a copy of Danny.
I think what like they're going to try and like learn you, maybe manipulate you, learn the like the trigger thingy, have you close to them so they can learn it, and then they'll be like, "Whoa, we know how to fix it. Let's stop them from ever trying this again and just delete Earth." I don't like that.
We need to convince them to
line.
leave without taking any of us and without taking the trigger. That's
But
our safety catch.
that's not good enough, though.
Is there something that your people, like a secret code or something that they deeply respect that they're not going to break?
We're doing that. We are literally doing that.
But
They're not going to break the right of negotiation
What
until
if-
it's over.
What if
No,
we
I
set up
mean,
a work
like-
program with them? Those who actually
Yeah, like
want to
some-
go work for them can go work for them.
Like,
As
that's what I'm trying to say. Like we
employees.
can make like a negotiation that's like a diplomatic peace treaty, or like we're helping each other.
I think you're thinking too small still. We
Oh.
are a planet. They are an empire.
Yeah.
But they are an empire because they've done this to so many other planets. Having them not come back to Earth isn't good enough. We have to
You
stop
want
this
to-
from happening.
You want to fix the Carnithian Empire?
I think that I have a better chance of helping more people if we go along, or if I go along.
You're a robot, yes.
Sure.
You could make a copy of your mind and we could technically have you here.
That is sort of the consensus already.
What if
But
we
that
dupe
still
them?
doesn't remove the. I don't think that's a good idea. That sounds scary.
What was it?
What
What
if
if
we
we
dupe
dupe
them?
them? Can you make a copy of
What's that?
yourself?
If they really care about the right of negotiation and we break that,
We sent them off with a robot. It's not our fault they didn't have the ability to charge him.
I think that, again, that doesn't, there's so many people that doesn't help.
I think you're right, Nielsen.
do you think your people will dissect and learn Nielsen and then use that against
No.
us?
No, that's cruel. And as awful as we are, we don't. That's a bit.
You all
too
seem to
far.
have a very, very weird sense of morality.
I think that we have a better chance of
I'll
giving
call it
more
alien.
perspectives. We have a better chance of having them learn new perspectives if there's someone there to. Jaina, you came here and you learned, yes?
That's the whole point of us going out into the universe, is for us to learn.
You'd be
But-
basically an ambassador, Nielsen?
An ambassador would be fine. I mean, I could. Sanctuary is still on the table, but we have to invoke it. But if you don't want to invoke it, then Nielsen has to go.
I have lived so many lives. I have a deep understanding of part of humanity. And there is nothing that can really happen to me in space. People will perish eventually. I have the ability, I have the potential to gain perspective, to give perspective, and to continue to do that throughout however long it takes to get anywhere out there.
Fine.
Okay. That might be the best course.
If we want to make a copy, I think it's the copy that should stay here.
Right.
Just make sure to get like, I get like yearly visits or something.
I mean, if the consensus is as powerful as it seems to be, that might not be I might be able to zip back and forth or something like that.
That'd be.
You hear from the foyer. Are you children done prattling?
Gosh, your parents are awful.
And it's a high demand sort of society. It's, yeah.
I mean, Crystal, to be fair, your parents are the only ones that I've met that haven't been awful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
make sure that you negotiate for my family back, please.
Yeah.
Your dads are really nice.
I know.
All right, Ambassador. Go pitch your thing.
Walk out.
And they're still waiting for you at the table. This banana split has been eaten horizontally. And
How did you manage that?
through exceptional skill and ability, have you come to a conclusion?
You're just showing off.
Sorry.
Nielsen will just sort of like walk and go through the table to the opposite side and sit down.
As expected. Now, there is a challenge that has been put out by our, and she gestures to Warpig. Apparently, the longshoreman has studied deeply in Carnithian lore, and he has invoked a rite of challenge.
I thought they might have.
Whose side will you fight on, Mr. And she kind of gestures to you. Your name is again
Oh, me?
Machine? Yes.
Oh, You can just call me nobody.
Whose side will you fight on?
I think I'm confused.
What's happening?
Yes, I think that's a
Wait,
good question.
Fighting to decide what.
Warpig
That's the
snorts and
question.
says, we ain't giving up this planet. Not
We're
no
not-
way, not no how.
What?
So wait, Warpick, are you with us now, or
No, the Carnithian Empire is not
Oh,
giving
okay,
up
that
this
makes
So
planet.
if we
much
win,
more-
you'll
What
leave.
gives you authority?
So basically, it's trial by combat, is what he's
Mhm.
saying.
Why
No,
is he
it's-
part of the negotiation? I am unhappy.
We were aware of the nanovirus, and depending on its lethality, we brought the supervillains here as
Mm.
protection.
Mhm.
And as
Yeah, but like still, why are
as-
they negotiating?
as vassals of the Carnithian Empire, they have the right to invoke this right of challenge.
Mhm. I guess that does make sense, because even if the Carnithians, if we agree to our terms, then the superheroes go back to being hunted, or or the supervillains go back to being not on top. So it is in their best
Right.
interest.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
And
All right.
What I'm trying to say is, fuck
Nielsen,
you.
you get a pat on the back by Jaina's mother.
Then let's do it.
You've already filled in the role quite nicely, negotiating with these mewling quims.
So wait.
Okay,
Right,
what
I'm
is whipped
gonna-
cream matter? Can't say that.
Right. I'm gonna pretend I knew what that meant and that I'm offended. All right. So here's our terms. Return if we win. You return all the humans.
Only the humans?
Did you take something else?
Citizens of Earth.
Yes, Citizens of Earth is a better.
Oh, citizens of
Yeah.
Earth. Right. Sorry, it's my first negotiation.
You're doing really good.
First
Return all the
interstellar
citizens.
negotiation.
You'll return all the citizens of Earth, and we will let you leave peacefully. Our friend will stay here,
Your
and we
friend will
won't
come
use
with
the
us.
trigger. If
With
you
your-
win, now you get to say what you want.
Your friend is coming with us regardless.
That's
I
not
think-
how creating terms
Yeah, I
of
think that's
combat
what the-
work.
And
I'm okay with it.
it seems he's coming on his own volition then.
All right, then he's not a part of the terms. What are your terms?
If we win, the planet is ours, and Jaina will be executed, along with the rest of you.
Well, it's better
know,
than
the-
being an
the-
alien slave, right?
The terms feel very way like, man, can't you feel that you're like you're doing something wrong?
Well, I think at this point they don't have the choice. It is the rights of combat that have sort of overtaken it.
Eh,
Would you like to fight here, or would you like to honor Miss Nicopopolis's request
Yeah,
that you
probably-
go outside?
probably that's not fighting. She's a lovely lady. I don't want to ruin her business.
I'm sure we can find a field somewhere.
Oh no, there's the empty street.
Wasn't there? Wait, that's a different story. No, never-
No, go ahead.
like, there was a gas station in front of the pizza place, not here.
Oh yeah, no, there is.
There's another gas station.
Yeah, there's lots of gas stations.
Trying to remember the how your world looks like.
I mean, I think we can take it outside. We've got this, right, gang?
Um,
Got this.
Let's go.
Warpig just kind of grunts. What? You need to have you need to have a pep talk. And Warpig.
Do you?
won't. No, I'm all.
like when I can help.
I'm all ready. Hey, if you want to fight on our side,
I don't think you're.
do you want to be?
I don't
do you
think
want to
you're
be a
ready.
Carnithian warlord? It's great.
I don't know. I
Mm-hmm.
died today
Mm.
because I
Yes.
wanted to make sure that they leave.
They say if we stick around long enough, they'll terraform Pluto for us.
Why? Why?
It's
Why
got
do you
that
want
cute
that
little
one?
heart shape on it.
Okay, that's fair.
Makes sense.
On
guard?
Turns to my mother. We'll talk about Pluto later.
You know
Venus looks
that.
great, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Your father's project. He's very proud of it.
One more thing that I would like to put forth in the negotiations, or the terms, I guess.
The terms of your surrender, of course.
Well, you don't have to kill the things that are growing on Venus, but take them away.
Oh, you don't. You would rather it be some sort of sulfurous hellhole.
Yes.
Why?
This is our solar system. We did not give you permission,
We didn't ask.
and that's why I'm
That's-
doing this now.
Yeah,
We don't.
we want
we
you to leave things before, like, same as they were before you came.
Mhm.
Get off our lawn.
Get off the lawn.
It's my sulfurous lawn, and I want to keep it that way.
See a rock is thrown against the window. You see it's Longshoreman. And he's just looking very upset. Dink, dink.
Let's go.
Go outside and glance to my mother and say, you know, it's been fun these past few millennia, but God, are we in the wrong?
How did we fall apart so quickly?
Put me on a planet that actually has morals.
Perhaps that was my mistake. Next planet you get is going to be barren, lifeless.
Do you see you're gonna kill her?
And she's
Kind of push Jamie away. Shush, no.
Let her forget about that part.
outside. You see War Pig is counting his grenades. Longshoreman is just rolling up his sleeves Popeye style. You see he's got a little anchor tattoo. And when you look down the street, you see the pizza place. This is where you had your first fight.
It's all coming back together. Just a cycle.
Well,
You kids
The
ready?
fate of the planet. Yeah.
I heard your leader, Crystal Blake, is going to give an inspiring speech.
Can we just kick their asses already?
There is a small ting and a grenade is thrown. But before it detonates, let's start our combat. Team mechanics. Okay, which one of you is the leader of this outfit?
I'll vote for either Nielsen or Jaina for sure.
Nielsen, because
Nielsen.
they accepted the battle.
Yeah.
Okay, Nielsen, do you have influence over everyone on the team?
I don't think so. I think it's not Crystal.
Oh no. Does everyone have the same purpose in this fight?
I believe so.
Yes.
Not get executed. Okay.
Win.
If any team member does any team member here mistrust the leader?
Nah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm not happy with the leader, but I don't mistrust them.
Like their intentions are clear. And
Yeah.
we believe them.
Oh, I'm here.
Everyone, no one mistrusts. Are you prepared?
As much
I
as
think
we'll
that
ever
we could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, as much
I
as
think
we
I
could
think
be,
we're
exactly.
prepared for this one.
We knew we were getting into this fight before it just starting, so
Yeah, we're not being surprised.
All right, then you've got 4 in the pool. We're gonna go nobody, Aeon Storm, Ramad, and then RGB. Actually, no, RGB always goes last because I always put her at the bottom of my screen.
I'll go last.
Yeah, it'll get RGB. You'll go third.
Okay.
All right. Nobody. There are 2 supervillains here.
I think let me pull up my moves here.
Mhm.
I'm not sure what this would be, but maybe it's directly engage a threat. Take the grenade and move with it underground and have it explode the ground beneath
Yeah, I
the
think
villains.
that would be an unleash your power.
Okay. Let me see here. Unleash my power is plus freak,
Freak, yes.
which is a 3. Cool.
You're very freaky.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, very, because that's double 5. So that's a 13.
Congrats. Okay, so
Again.
yeah, no.
Oh, yeah. No, go ahead.
On 79, marking condition or the GM. Okay, on a hit, you do it. Explain to me what this looks like.
So I think the grenade is rolling towards us.
Oh yeah,
and
it's
so
an old style. It's a pineapple style fragmentation grenade.
mhm.
Bouncing along the ground.
Nielsen will just sort of like, as soon as that happens, just look to the rest of the teams like, here we go, and then just sort of like run towards, or sort of like fly towards it, grab it, bring it sort of just beneath the ground, and as soon as it explodes, just by the time it explodes, it's beneath.
Yeah, you go straight through the ground. You see the one hippopotamus that is someone flushed down the toilet a while ago. It just kind of floats up. You go deeper, deeper, deeper down towards the bedrock, and the grenade just harmlessly explodes. The ground shakes a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Aeon Storm.
Okay, I had to mark a condition because I rolled a 7 for my burns. So I marked the angry condition.
Mhm.
So you know. And I think as this is going on, she will start, she'll cause a reality storm to directly engage a threat.
Oh,
Use
no.
my freak instead of danger.
And whomst are you attacking?
Probably War Pig, as they have the range fight on them at the moment.
Okay. Then roll them math rocks.
Rolling my math rocks. Space on my desk for math rocks.
What condition did you mark?
Anger.
Angry.
Gotcha.
Angie.
Angie.
No talk.
13.
I'm Angie. 13. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. What is it that you are doing?
I think with her reality storm, she'll kind of just mimic what happened with Apex, and the inverted light kind of takes place around War Pig as the grenades, like some of his grenades start to transform into like flowers almost, and she'll avoid a blow and take one of
On a 10 you can pick 2. Yeah.
Okay, and then take something from them so that the flowers in the grenade,
All right.
she'll take those from them and avoid a blow.
Yeah, you see the grenades are flying. They are shaped like little piggies with little snoots and little piggy ears. And as they kind of hit into your reality storm, like bubbles, petals, like little cherry blossoms, all the result, it's making this area look very scenic now. RGB, your suit is lit up. Question: what color is it lit up as right now?
It's currently lighting up red.
You're just going to attack mode.
Yeah.
When you do that, a little mask just kind of goes over your.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are we? Do we just have 2 supervillains that we're fighting, or do we have some
yes.
alien forces
Longshoreman
too?
and Warpig, yeah.
Yep, the Carnithians have lined the streets now.
Okay.
One of them just kind of leans over. It's like, this isn't really a safe place to be with all this reality warping.
Okay.
And the gas station right next to.
Right next to the gas station.
With the reality warping, does that affect my ability to shoot arrows at these guys?
It might if you miss.
Okay. You know, we're gonna go for it. I am going to unleash my powers, and we're gonna try and let's try and capture one in a net arrow. Let's do it.
Oh, that would be a directly engaged.
Oh, directly
threat.
engaged? Okay.
Yep.
That is an 8 plus danger. Flip over my sheet. Danger's 0. So that's an 8.
Okay, on an 8, you can pick one of the things. You can resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
Okay. What kind of weaponry are the other two fighting with?
Warpig is fighting with an assortment of military-grade equipment,
Okay.
explosives, primarily. Longshoreman, he's just got his fists.
Okay.
He's squared up. He's ready to tussle.
I would like to create an opportunity for my allies with the longshoreman. And maybe the arrow the net of the arrow just wraps around his fist, so he's more susceptible.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, as your arrow kind of flies through the reality storm, kind of just sliding between a little current of it. It wraps around the longshoreman's wrists, and he lets out a string of curse words that I can't say on this. No, he is not happy. What are you doing? This ain't how you fight.
No, it's how you lose.
Oh no.
And Ramad, as
So-
you kind of sense
Okay.
danger, what does this look like? When
Okay, so I do have the powers we discussed, or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think in like a moment where Jamie themselves are surprised, you see that they begin to get a lot more flexible than usual, and basically, I'd say basically melt. Yeah,
Jamie
no,
just
yeah,
turns
yeah.
into a puddle.
Yeah, like this like amorphous sludge off, like it's like it looks like a crystalline liquid. Like its surface has like polygons, like a crystalline shape, but it morphs and weaves flexibly.
As this happens,
and-
you see that Thurman Munson's bat also takes on this shape.
Oh wow. I have I have the intermediate powers between being ash and being crystal. First, Jamie's very surprised. It's like, what the fuck is happening? Am I dying again?
Is this normal?
Is this normal?
Is
Is this what happens when you eat ice cream?
Is this ice cream headache I keep hearing so much about?
With that, yeah, can I just basically use the bat to shoot the projectile of myself at Longshoreman, who's now
Yeah, I'll even give you
disarmed?
I'll give you +1 to this roll because of Crystal's help.
Ooh, beautiful. I'm rolling 3 dice instead of 2 by mistake. 2 dice. That's an. One moment. I closed the tab by mistake that has my stats. Sorry. Yeah, directly engaging. Directly engaging a threat.
Yes.
I rolled an 8 plus 1 plus another 1, so that's a 10.
Congratulations. Then you can pick 2 of those resist avoid for blows, take something from them.
I'll avoid the blows, and I want to.
There is like he tries to go down with like a hammer blow. Jamie just kind of dodges to the side. At the or maybe it like just
just a fluid.
It hits them and it's
just split away, and I want to frighten them.
Oh.
I did, like, as I split away the liquid just like creates these like sharp ends of crystal, and it looks scary, but it's just liquid.
It's the longshoreman is taken aback. He goes up, he kind of goes on one angle, and but with a surprising amount of strength, you see him break through the ropes that bind him.
Mm-hmm.
And once more, he squares up. Nobody. It is back to you.
Okay. So I think because we are where we had our first fight, I'm just going to rocket up from beneath the ground, but not all the way, and try and do a pants on one of these fellas.
Anyone in particular?
What sort of clothing are the two villains wearing?
Warpig is wearing camouflage pants, but it's for a forest and he's in the city.
Mhm.
Whereas Longshoreman is wearing a pair of work pants with like little belt loops and hammer loops.
Does the war pig have any weaponry on their? Is it more on bandolier and like on their?
Yeah, there's bandoliers. He has a pistol on his hip.
Okay, I will try and pants the war pig.
Okay, that is directly engage a threat.
I thought the mic. Ooh,
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure that's a complete failure.
Oh no.
Yes, well, it's a 6. Can someone help?
Yeah, you've got 4 in the pool.
What? Wait, can you repeat what you're doing exactly?
So pretty much the first fight we had was against the Snake Man, and I went up and tried to pants him, and so now I'm trying to pants Warpig.
Warpig.
Since we were in the same.
I think
location.
I'm engaged. I think I'm engaged with Longshoreman, so I'm not.
Dana can help with this and just use her reality storm to kind of encourage your hands to get a tighter grip.
Stretch reality just a teeny bit.
Just a teeny bit. Maybe you make the ground a little softer, so Nielsen doesn't have to work quite as hard to pull him into the ground.
So you have a 7.
Yep, it's a 7. You can pick one. You can resist, avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
Let's go ahead. If I take something from them, would that be like some of the weaponry that would have been on Warpig?
Yeah.
Sure. I think Jaina did some of that. I will continue making him just a large man.
Oh, the large pig man.
Yes.
All right. But as you take that, Warpig is going to take the knife from one of his bandoliers and just kind of try to stab Nielsen with it. So I need you to take a powerful blow.
Oh, that's right. So I roll.
We can get hurt in this game.
Yeah. Well, I was expecting that. I was forgetting how we got hurt.
I don't know how reactions work in this entirely, but I can do a fast protective shield to protect somebody.
Okay. Explain this to us.
Like you can protect someone as a thing, yeah. Action.
So it's shielding. I call the fast protective shield to stop danger. I spend one of my burns to defend somebody else from an immediate threat, rolling freak instead of savior.
All right. Roll it up.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put defend
Okay.
into the...
I protect. Minor panic.
Defend. When you defend someone or something, roll plus, in your case, freak. 7 to 9, it causes you to expose yourself to danger or escalates the situation. You can add to the team pool, take influence over someone you protect, clear a condition, and that's the rest is for PC threats.
Yeah.
I rolled a 9.
All right, it costs you though.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll take the cost.
And then I think you can add to the team pool.
Yeah, you still choose one.
Yeah, I'll add back into the team pool.
Okay, so you're back to 4.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, as the bubble appears, the blade kind of snaps off and just flings towards you, Jaina. I need you to roll to take a powerful blow.
The bummer thing is I rolled a total of 4, so I would have been fine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You're ensconced in a protective bubble, Nielsen, so you should be fine.
Okay, what do I use for taking powerful blow?
You roll plus
conditions.
conditions.
Okay, so
you have one condition, so roll plus 1.
what condition? Okay. So 7.
Ooh.
Okay, on a 7, I need you to choose 1. Did I just put defend again? Whoopsie doopsie.
Really defensive Pulse Fire.
I know, right? There we go. For Ache, a powerful blow, you lash out verbally and provoke a teammate to take a foolhardy action. You give ground to your opposition, or you struggle past the pain in Mark II conditions. Now, if I remember correctly, Novas actually benefit from taking conditions.
But yeah, I'm going to take those conditions because they really do, for one of their powers, really do benefit from taking those conditions.
As this shattered knife kind of buries itself in your shoulder, how does that make Jaina feel? What conditions does that elicit?
Let's see. Let's one. So that one. Cool. I think, as it kind of sinks into her shoulder, there's a moment of fear, so she'll take that condition. So the afraid condition. And there is a moment of guiltiness kind of bleeding through because she set up all of this and it kind of led to this pivotal point, and she's holding that blame to herself.
Awesome. Well, awesome from a storytelling perspective. Terrible for Jaina.
Yes.
But it is now Jaina's turn.
Hey, feel the love and the reality storm doing its shit. I think she'll kind of shift, taking that knife and holding it, and it'll transform into one of Elizabeth's guns, and a burst of energy spews out, and a construct kind of bowls over Warpig.
Okay, that would be directly engage a threat. And I imagine, like, I don't know if Elizabeth would carry like the comically large guns, or if she would have like the James Bond, like Walter style, sleek and elegant pistol.
Sleek and elegant. She was an elegant lady.
I think she did have the giant guns in the car, just not on her.
She kept them. Yeah, she didn't keep the big ones around the kids. She kept the small ones around the kids. All right. Okay. Directly engage a threat, which is.
I know this because I'm looking right at it. It is danger.
All right. Cool. All right. So I rolled a 11.
Ooh. Then you can pick two. You can resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
Well, it's -2 because I have the afraid condition, and that's directly engaged. So it's a 9.
And then you can pick one.
Okay.
Could someone help and make it a 10?
Someone could help. We've got plenty in the pool.
So
No. You go ahead.
I was just going to ask who were you firing at?
Warpig, because she made a construct that's now kind of, it's a dragon. She made a dragon construct. She's been watching too many dragon movies.
I think since Nielsen is right there, we'll just sort of like emboldened by this shield, just sort of like bump into Warpig and try and make it good, run into the laser.
Off balance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what do you pick? What are your two picks, Jaina?
Create an opportunity for Crystal. And I'll use the surprise condition as the dragon just suddenly appears, and it looks very real as part of her construct ability.
Oh, thank you to Jade Lady for those 100 Corgo bits. Hey, JD Lady. We're gonna take a minute and just say we love you, JD Lady.
Thanks, JD.
All right. As this kind of energy washes over Warpig, you see him kind of just fall backwards. Longshoreman sees this. He's taken aback. Crystal, you get +1 on whatever you roll next.
Okay. I got distracted by a picture of a shoe bill that someone sent me, so I don't know what I'm gonna do next.
I'm picturing Crystal just on her phone in the middle of the fight.
Just like, oh.
She's just scrolling.
I'll share the tweet that I was sent in a minute. All right. Yeah, she's gonna directly engage a threat again.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just wash, rinse, and repeat. What's 6 plus. So that's a 9.
Ooh.
Uh,
Yep. Does anybody want to help to make that a 10? And whom are you engaging?
I am engaging pig guy. Wilbur.
what-
You add a +1 from Jaina's help.
Oh yeah, with the +1, that would bump it to a 10.
Okay.
Or was that with Jana's +1?
I didn't add Janus +1.
Oh, then it would be a 10.
So it's a 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to just chip away at whatever they're carrying on them. Just take it away.
Okay, is there anything
Just-
you get to pick resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, or press, surprise, or frighten them.
Yeah. Oh, on a 10, I get to pick 2. So I
Yeah.
want to take something,
Yeah, yeah.
and I'll create another opportunity for whoever's next.
I just love the idea that we're just focusing on making them man pig instead of.
I just
war
love
pig.
that we
War
keep
pig.
slapping their hands saying, no, put it down.
No, yeah, just
All
that's
right,
really good.
that would mean you would take a powerful blow
Hmm.
as Warpig kind of gets his footing, charges towards you, and tries to kind of bonk you with his tusks.
Let's do it.
All right, can you roll plus any conditions?
I have no conditions.
Okay, roll
Roll.
low.
An 8.
Okay, on an 8, you have to pick one. You can either.
Can I help?
Yeah, you can help.
I want to just like skid off the ground and like push a part of me in the air that's like would like at least affect the trajectory.
Okay, do you want to take this blow for
Oh wait,
Crystal?
it's a powerful. Yeah, if possible, like if that's protect someone.
Yeah, roll defend. That is plus savior.
Plus savior. Rolled a 5.
Okay. On a hit, you keep them safe.
So I do not keep them safe.
Yeah, you do not. Warpig just charges right through you, kind of splashing through, and hitting Crystal. Now, Crystal, on a 7 to 9, you have to lash out to verbally provoke a teammate. You can give ground to the opposition, give them an opportunity, or you struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
I'm going to take conditions. I don't have any yet.
Yeah, Warpig kind of charges into you and headbutts you backwards.
Alrighty. Yeah. She's going to take afraid and angry. Because that
Sounds good.
hurt, dang it.
And
Ramon?
there's only the fate of the world on the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing to be afraid about.
Ramon, I mean, if you want to mark a condition, Nielsen, by all means. Ramon,
I. I'll just I want to just surround Warpig. I'll
right.
splash over them.
engage that threat. Maybe like splash into him and then just kind of ensconce him.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Because like one of my powers is superhuman durability,
Ooh.
so I want to use it like basically contain them. That's a 9 plus danger.
Yes.
That's a 10.
Oh, nice. +1 because I believe Crystal created an opportunity for you.
That's an 11.
Yeah.
I'll choose not to take damage.
Yeah.
If possible. And I guess or we're just gonna keep like perpetuating the opportunities because like I am containing them basically.
By all means.
Yeah, easy access.
Now, is he like ensconced in fluid or is it like a bubble? Is there air? Is what I'm asking.
Yeah, no, there is air. Like I'm not suffocating them. Like I'm allowing, like it's opening up in areas like people can see through.
All right,
but,
like you see Warpig kind of like hitting on the sides, trying to get out, but he is stuck. Nielsen, one of the Warpig is stuck. Longshoreman is near Ramad, but he seems too scared to actually engage Ramad directly.
And so, do I get the +1 only if I go for?
War
You
pig.
got +1 on any roll.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So I think Jamie seems to have War Pig handled.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, that's a good idea. So I want to run over to the car that's parked on the curb.
Mhm.
And then drive, not hit him, but get like phase through so that he's trapped in the back of Longshoreman.
Roll directly engage a threat.
Right.
just incredibly creative use of superpowers. I love it.
Directly engaged threat is plus danger, which I believe for me is a 0, but let me double check. Yes, it is. So that is a 7.
Okay. On a 7, do you resist their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten them?
I mean, I would sure be surprised and frightened if I was all of a sudden inside a car.
Yeah.
So that makes
If you're all of a sudden are a car.
yeah.
Okay, but that means you will take a powerful blow.
I'm
As you
fine.
As you are driving, you just see Longshoreman crack his knuckles, and he kind of punches through the windshield.
Mm-hmm. There is no windshield.
then he punches
Zoomerang
just-
broke that.
It was destroyed, right?
Yeah.
Zoomerang destroyed it last episode.
That's even more effective.
Oh man, I love that CC gets Zoomerang right. But yes, you could roll plus conditions.
Ooh, that is not as bad as it was before, which is bad. That is an 8.
Okay, on a 7 to 9, you have to ache a powerful blow.
Yeah.
On a 7 to 9, choose one of the.
Yeah, I have the list.
It's also in chat if you need it.
Yeah.
We're all too nice to lash out verbally. But like I think we've done it like twice.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't want to give him ground. So I think it is more in Nielsen's mind to take the hit and take the conditions.
You are kind of clotheslined as he is thrust into the back of the van, and he lands. He looks around. He's like, "What is this?" And he kind of tries to jimmy the door open.
The monkey's there.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say the monkey slowly turns. He's like, "Now you're trapped in here with me."
Oh no!
At this point, you just hear
killed this man.
You just hear Longshoreman screaming.
What a nightmare!
It's the cat for the guy in Cowboy Bebop. I think that angry is appropriate here, and I have to take 2. Maybe guilty. He feels bad about this guy freaking out now after seeing the monkey. So yeah, angry and guilty.
Then Jaina, you are up. The only person still kind of, I think, a threat is Warpig, and that's just because as soon as Jamie stops ensconcing them.
I think I'll use my worship ability to either stun them into silence, respect, or attention to unleash my powers more or less to force a surrender from Warpig.
Okay.
A peaceful resolution to this as much as we can.
I'll open up like a hole for you to do whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
But like, how does that look like?
I think reality just becomes an MC Escher kind of painting around Jaina as she approaches Warpig, and she'll lean forward and say, "We can still negotiate the terms of your surrender."
All right. Roll to provoke. This is plus superior.
Yep. Cool.
I can definitely help with it. Just
Oh yeah, there's
Very
plenty
clearly.
in the pool.
yeah.
Yeah.
How are you helping?
Oh, that face. I don't think I need to help. Or do I need to help?
That's ache a powerful blow again. There we go.
What did you get, Jenna? Oh,
Got a 12.
wow. Can I just help because I can?
Yeah, go nuts.
I want to use one of my abilities, which lets me use one of my role models' playbook abilities. So I'm using RGB's from RGB's playbook, consume 2 team to give 2 team. So you have 14.
And it just gets real close.
Also, I'm just like I said it like haphazardly. Yeah, for this playbook, I chose RGB as their role model.
Aww.
But they're human.
Jane,
Sauce
wh-
thought he
how-
was gonna try and make me cry, but Brooke did it.
Aw. What do you say to this man? As on a 10, or rather a 10 plus, they rise to the bait and do what you want.
What does it have? Do you want to add a clause on a 14 plus?
On a 14 plus,
You
They
win
are-
the game.
they basically are your crony now.
I'll just say, you work for me now.
Yes, ma'am.
You're going to go tell my mother that you surrender.
I surrender.
Walk over there and tell her to her face.
I'm stuck in a bubble, ma'am.
Just cut a Pat Ramon.
Yeah, I melt away.
All right. Warpig kind of scurries off, while Longshoreman is kind of you don't see what's happening to Longshoreman, but you hear his screams. The challenge has been met, and your mother just kind of looks a little disappointed and says, "Well done, daughter."
They did all the heavy lifting. Kind of point to the van that's got to go around in donuts and to Ramad and to Crystal.
Perhaps I misjudged you. You're more formidable than I thought. We'll leave this planet for now. But if we find a way to cure the virus, we will be returning.
To say hi and just have a cup of tea and some cookies.
We'll see. Mr. Peabody, do you intend to come with us?
I believe that was our agreement.
Accommodations will be made for you, and you can leave when you're ready.
My appreciation.
Until then. And you, the archer,
Yeah.
you are far from an average human. I misjudged you. And with that, the Carnithians float away back into their ship.
What did you just call me?
Am I being pranked right now?
Is this what they
I
call
am
a joke?
scientifically average. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Perhaps, and she kind of gets out a scanner, and she holds it up, and it says, slightly above average.
Look how much you've grown.
I really don't think their technology is all that great. Like, obviously, it's broken.
I agree.
One by one, you see the Carnithian ships, these monolithic, mile-long ships, just slowly floating back up. The ones that haven't crashed into the ground thanks to Lightning Jack, or thanks to Danny. With a crash of thunder, Lightning Jack is there right beside you. You see his clothes are kind of crackling with electricity.
Hey.
And he looks to you, Jane, and says, I believe we have an agreement.
Yeah, we do. We got to take care of some things first, but you and I can talk later, okay?
Very well. Perhaps you wouldn't mind if I bring one of my friends.
Who?
And there, he gestures upwards, and flying down, you see the pile of trash that is Danny Bot, who says, who is slowly forming back into a human. It seems using his powers kind of causes him to destabilize, but as soon as he comes back, he kind of squeezes himself back into a human shape.
I think it's very good when you introduce a character as the pile of trash. It's very good characterization.
Did you sleep well? Did you have a good nap?
I did not sleep well. I don't think this world is meant for me.
We'll work on it, okay?
I would appreciate that.
Nielsen walks over. I thought you died.
Me too.
He shakes his head. I just needed to sleep. And Nielsen, he gives you the most awkward hug you've ever gotten.
Thanks for giving us the bargaining chip we needed.
Thank you for not using it.
Jaina becomes human again and kind of looks to the others. So they said you could leave whenever you want, Nielsen. That's kind of an open negotiation. I mean, they didn't set a time frame.
I think we don't want to make them mad, though.
Wait, how long are your you all live an incredibly long time, so they're not gonna feel
look,
a couple of days here.
You'll look. I impressed Mom today. You have as much time as you want. You guys, oh my God, guys, you did amazing. You probably went a bit long. All of you.
We saved
became
this,
a bubble.
Yeah.
You,
I did become a
Nielsen,
bubble.
did donuts and put like Longshore Man into your van with the monkey thing that's creepy as hell. Crystal, you shot so many things. Oh my God. You put
And they
a
all
net
worked.
around them.
And they all
Yes!
hit, and they all worked very well. Yeah.
Oh, you're so good, all of you.
Excuse me, sorry, the negotiation, Crystal?
Oh, right. Yeah.
What?
You-
I've
Got the
babysat
combat.
before. Like, it's the same as dealing with toddlers. You just don't give in to their demands.
You're so good at this.
A small town car pulls up, and out comes Dr. Bananas, Emil, and Commander Pancakes. Commander Pancakes now has a little device on his neck, and he chicken walks towards you, Crystal, and he says, "We will need new members for Apex. Would you consider membership?"
I'll think about it. I have to go to college first.
"We can pay for your tuition." And he starts licking your face.
Sounds about right.
Emil just kind of walks up to you, Ramon. He's like, "You're all sticky."
Yeah, it's so weird.
Why are you a goo?
I don't know.
Turned
Help.
into Gak.
I don't know what that is.
Gas-based superhero.
I'll pull myself together. This feels incredibly different.
And your magic bat is also turning into goo.
Thurman Munson is very powerful and special. Can I wait? Yeah, this is for epilogue.
Are we
Never
gonna have to put like a tarp on the apartment?
Tarp? What does that mean?
It's like a plastic sheet.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's technology to create a stabilization device. Crystal is well adept in making stabilization fields, I'm sure.
I can turn off the power.
I hope so. I'm just.
The power is called elemental form.
I'm worried you're going to take a shower now that you're human and kind of
Just
smelly.
go down the drain.
And go down the drain.
I mean, the sewers are very spacious, so you won't have trouble
are.
once you're
They
down
are
there.
I'll be
with
able to come back.
They're filled with hippos though, and they're very territorial.
Do I even need to take a bath?
You smell terrible.
You are the bass.
You're human now.
I was hugging a pig man.
Mm.
That could do it. And the pig man kind of approaches you, Jaina. Says, "What's the plan, ma'am?"
You're still working for me.
I've got a life debt now. I'm never leaving your side.
Oh no.
We're gonna be, and he kind of puts an arm around you, the best friends ever. He gives you a noogie.
It's a very weird way to make a friend. Just terrify somebody.
Terrify them into friendship.
I mean, to be fair, that's what she did when she first met me, so payback.
She has a
You work for
Yeah.
me now, Crystal.
No, I was saying the friends against your will.
Hey, looks to Crystal. Then looks to Warpig. I have to go to college first, but you and I can continue our negotiations. Lightning Jack's going to work with us, and I think a joint unity between our two factions would do good.
So what are you proposing? Yes, what are you proposing? I was promised my Tilly
He's right
back.
here.
I'm right here. Yeah,
Fuck
he entered with a thunderous lightning.
I was tired. I was
You were somewhere else.
Sorry. Yeah,
That's cool.
I flip him off.
I
That
think.
is uncalled for, young person.
Sure.
Never mind. We'll find out the finer points later. But I think education and reform is our steps forward. Villainy does have its place, but we can do better and turn that villainy into something good. I mean, hacking is fun, but we can actually be Robin Hoods if we choose to be.
So tell you what, give me my Tilly back. I'll do anything you want.
Let's go work on getting you that dimension. It's gonna take time. A lot of work goes into those things.
And it does take a lot of work. And as the day ends and you all go back to your separate homes, or Jaina back to your tower, Jamie, Emil finally invites you to stay in his secret hideout, which has a guest room.
I'll talk with him. I'll be like, I think I want some time off from all of this.
What else
superhero
is
stuff.
there?
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to experience. We've known nothing else for all of our lives. Like you're traumatized beyond. Like you need a therapist, my brother.
I have no idea what you're talking about. He's like, how did I get blood on my exams?
You didn't have a childhood like me, and I think you wouldn't mind if I stay with a friend for.
No, not at all. Can we still hang out?
Yeah, of course. What?
Yeah.
It's no question. Yeah,
You're welcome to swing by the secret hideout anytime. I'm moving out of the apartment. We're actually getting evicted from the apartment.
We have not. I don't think we've stepped in or paid rent in
3 months. Yeah,
in 3 months.
Our stuff's
due to good reason. Like
Yeah.
the world was on fire, but I guess
But we put it out.
landlords. You know landlords.
Yeah, they don't appreciate superheroes. But who are you gonna stay with?
I'll check. I'll ask Crystal and her parents.
Did you see Crystal just behind you doing that?
Yeah. Wait, what are you doing here?
I've been here all along.
Yeah. Another scene that I do want to do is I want to find where Thurman Munson is buried.
Oh, Thurman Munson. He was buried in one of the cemeteries overlooking the lake.
Because I want to lay his baseball bat there.
As you lay the baseball bat there, it glows slightly, and you see the ghost of Thurman Munson behind the grave. Just kind of take it and say, "That was one grand slam, buddy."
Yeah, I'm just looking at him with a warm smile.
Remember the day that you made friends with 7-time All-Star Thurman Munson before he.
I'll never forget.
Before he kind of dissolves.
Yeah, and then I'll head to Crystal's place and talk with them.
Crystal, your parents are there, Dad and Pops. They come down, they hug you, and they say, "Your friends are so weird."
Oh no, I think they're pretty neat.
Give you a kiss on the head and say, "You're the greatest superhero in the city."
Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Pops.
Just no more alien invasions, okay?
I mean, that's not really up to me.
Well, if there are, we know that you'll solve it.
We'll see.
And this is a question I always like to pose at the end of an adventure. I'm going to ask you how your story ends, or at least how this chapter of your story ends. So I'm going to go in reverse order. Ramad, what are the next, let's say, few months like for Jamie?
Next few months, I think they're also like they're trying their best to avoid superheroics. They're like using their powers at a minimum. They're only getting involved if like in like problems, if like Crystal is like, hey, this is a big one.
Mm-hmm. You're living civilian life.
Yeah, I'm doing my best to live a civilian life. It's been too much for Jamie, how they grew up and have to.
Yeah,
I think it's just been too much.
I think this would be a better environment for Jamie. It's more stable with dad and pops.
Yeah, it's just
there's pancakes so often for breakfast and waffles.
I'm also like during their normal life, like them and Emil, like interactions with adults that are positive are basically null.
Mm-hmm.
So this is definitely a regularly dealing with pops and dad is great. At some point, they will ask if they can also call them pops and dad.
Oh, without hesitation.
Mm-hmm.
And
maybe like a month in or so.
They say only if we can call you our child.
Aww.
Do they offer to adopt Jamie?
My heart.
They give you the adoption.
I'm actually tearing up.
Crystal, what are the next few months like for Crystal?
Crystal does exactly what she said. She goes to college. She lives the normal life with Jamie as they finish up school and go off to a new school. And I think she takes the internship eventually with Dr. Bananas, but she doesn't join Apex. She goes and does her own thing. She'll work with him though, but
I like that. She's gonna go her own way.
Yeah.
Apex is right now just the one corgi.
Yeah.
He's very overworked.
It's okay.
The Apex corgi.
Yeah. They'll figure it out, but she's very jazzed to have a sibling officially.
Yeah.
I'm
no longer the only kid. Do you know how awesome that is?
Dude.
Pops actually comes up to you and says,
Jamie did it.
You know, this isn't gonna mean we're gonna love you. We're not gonna love you less, but there's just gonna be twice as much love in this house.
Please love me a little. Let Jamie have as much
fair.
love as Jamie needs. No, please love Jamie. I think Jamie needs more of the group hugs and the heartfelt talks. I'm gonna go shopping. Okay.
Yeah,
Bye.
I think
we're gonna text you. What are the next few months like for Jaina?
I think Jaina helps Lightning Jack build that dimension to get his Tilly back. Helps Danny Bot find a space for themselves. Something they don't have to be burdened with that heavy knowledge all the time.
Yeah, as you kind of open this gate, this young lady kind of wearing a flapper dress kind of appears. And as it kind of takes shape, Lightning Jack is behind you. And he kind of looks at this and says, I don't think this is my Tilly. This is just a memory of my Tilly. And he kind of sighs and says, she wasn't just the good things I remember about her. She was her flaws, her imperfections, those little things that made her who she was. Kind of looks at this simulacrum and says, but it's giving me the chance to say goodbye, and I think that's what she deserves. And he kind of pauses and says, what I did wasn't worth it. but thank you. And he kind of walks off to parts unknown. And
David just kind of smiles at them.
now, as you are, is there anything else Jaina does in the following months?
She'll build memorials to Apex. She'll start a foundation to help reform villains and turn them into Robin Hoods. Hacking accounts that are too of the rich to give to the poor, teaching them good life skills, more or less.
This foundation isn't exactly on the level.
No, it's more
which is appropriate for Jaina.
Yeah.
Jaina has
He's
started
gonna make-
leverage.
Yeah. She's going to make sure things are more equal across the board for people like her, people who fell through the cracks or people who needed help and just didn't know how to deal with it. And she'll go to Apex and Barnow particularly and tell them that they need to start building bridges to make it better, because she'll lay the blame at Barnow and say, you should have listened.
You should have given up. This isn't over.
I don't expect it to be, but remember, we can be partners as long as we can forgive it. It's hard, but we have to. For this planet. Carnithians aren't the only ones out there, trust me.
Barnell just kind of cracks her knuckles. And when you turn to look away for a second and look back, you see Barnell was gone.
Some biscuits to our little Captain Pancakes and say, I'll be in touch.
It is Commander. And he starts licking your face.
Commander scrooge his face cutely.
Nielsen. What does Nielsen do in the coming months?
Goes on that ship, goes to space.
Yeah.
Um,
Do we have like a goodbye party before that?
I think just says
Yeah.
goodbye
Yeah.
to everyone.
Before you go to space, what does Nielsen do?
Make sure. I mean, probably just puts all as soon as Jaina talks about her foundation, just like wherever she's gonna put it, Nielsen just drops off all of the electronics that are sentient. It's like
He's just on the ground.
these can probably help you.
You said
I'm not
you
a
were
babysitter,
going to
Nielsen.
protect us.
No, you're a murderer. Let this be your repentance.
No, I'm the murderer.
You should stay in a corner. Just sit down.
This corner won't hold me. And before you go to space, Nielsen, you have your goodbye party at the ice cream place. Miss Nikopopoulos is very proud that because just the fact that this was the site of the final negotiations has made this a very popular attraction now, and she's gotten a lot of work out of it. And you guys all get free ice cream now. But as you are sitting at the table, probably for the last time, all gathered around, you've all gotten your college acceptance letters. You see Tyler Cameron, the one known as, actually not Tyler Cameron, screw him. You see Digital Lad. He sits down at the table beside Crystal, kind of getting in probably a little too close. And he looks at all of you and says, I think you forgot something.
That you don't remember what personal space is?
No, not just that. Prom is tomorrow, and none of you have dates. And that is where we'll leave it. You did it. Good job, everybody. You survived.
Oh God.
Should we go into our after show?
I've got
Go
to be right
for
back.
it. Go for it.
Hi, everybody. This is a charity channel, and we like to shout out specific charities. And the one I'm going to shout out is Child's Play Charity. It's a charity that provides toys and games for children in over 200 hospitals and domestic violence shelters around the world. Oh, you cannot use the same command as an alias.
I'll fix it. Hang on.
You can find out more about them by going to Child's Play Charity. That's their Twitter. That is my Tiltify. You can find out by going to childsplaycharity.org, which I'm linking right here.
Thank you, Sauce.
No, Blue Skull, all the respect to you, and thank you. Thank you to all you lovely players for making this nonsense have some kind of coherence. Jen, Koski Sigma, any charities you'd like to shout out?
Yeah, the charity I champion is the Little Princess Trust. They are a non-profit organization that provides real hair wigs free of charge to children and young people who've lost their hair through cancer treatments and other conditions. They've been around since 2006 and have provided over 8,000 wigs and have been given grants that have been focused towards finding more effective treatments towards childhood cancers. They are a good charity, and a good friend of mine directed me towards it. So I highly recommend it.
Cool. Mabruk, I almost called you Ramad. Mabruk.
That's my name now.
That's who I am now.
Yeah.
Any charities you'd like to shout out?
Yeah. So I'm shouting out the Palestinian Children Relief Fund. You can find them at pcrf.net. With like the current atrocities occurring in Palestine, like many children there are enduring hardships of like physical and psychological trauma. This organization tries to help them with their medical and humanitarian needs. Please do check it out and donate if you can. If you cannot, next best thing you can do is educate yourself about what's happening there. In situations like these, misinformation can be used to hurt the people living there even more. Do check out decolonizepalestine.com. It has a wonderful set of like, the history of the place, frequently asked questions, etc.
Cool. Oh, Ethan is back. I was gonna do your thing for you. The charity Ethan's gonna shout out is
Girls Who Code.
I still want to do it. Oh, what the heck was that?
Nonprofit Girls Who Code is a nonprofit organization which aims to support and increase the number of women in computer science by equipping young women with the necessary computing skills to pursue 21st century opportunities.
Cool. And the charity that our show, oh, she's back.
I'm back. Sorry. My charity of choice. CitronRiverProject.org. Okay, Nightbot.
Is the world's largest suicide prevention and crisis intervention organization for LGBTQ plus. Take it away, Sarah.
No, you said it all. For those who don't know, that is the charity organization that I donate to every time I receive a Twitch payout. I don't take any financial income from Twitch. They're a wonderful, wonderful organization, and they have a wonderful source of educational resources. I highly recommend checking them out if you have any questions about the LGBTQIA plus community. They're a great first stop to look up. And with that, we are going to go ahead and say our final goodbyes. Thank you, everyone, so much for being here for our final show of this wonderful Masks game. Thank you to these wonderful players, our wonderful GM. Thank you. This has been a wild and crazy ride, and I absolutely adore you all. Do not forget, chat. Hydrate. Take care of yourself. Hydration's important. Eat something healthy today, even if it's just a little snack. Take good care of your bodies. If you forgot to take your meds and you need to take them now, as Saucepire is demonstrating, go ahead and do so. Be gentle on yourself. We all forget from time to time. And last but not least, if there is someone in the world who is important to you, go and tell them that they're important to you, because we don't say it enough to the people that we care about, and it's important for people to hear that we care about them from time to time.
You're all important to me, and I care for all of you immensely.
Oh, I think you're all right. Everybody wave. We're saying goodbye.